Howdy, everyone. How's it going? It's a day of the week. I can't remember which one it is. Wednesday. Hooray, we did it. Is it? Yes, it is Wednesday. More importantly than it being Wednesday, today is a very special day. It's not because we're doing painting. It is Gromit's birthday. So, I think if we could all just take a moment and wish Gromit a very happy birthday. If you can, Gromit mug in chat. Gromit mug in chat. Obviously, lots of Gromit mugs. The Bronzer, thank you for subscribing to the Prime. So you can now use the Gromit mug over on Twitch. And members can do it as well. This is not just a way of getting people to become members so they can spam Gromit mugs. It is Gromit's birthday. It is a good day. Weirdly, the Twitch one works on my display on the stream, but the YouTube one doesn't. Good. Glad to see everyone is wishing Gromit a well-deserved happy birthday. And how's the Gromit mug? I have two. You can see him just in the background. First message from the Bronzer is 6 Gromit mugs. That's a true hero right there. We'll get started with painting in just a moment, but just, you know, standard hello everyone. How's it going? Like the stream, etc, etc. We're still using Jank setup. So anything donated or any members and stuff today, I'll probably put towards a much better setup, so I can actually start doing painting streams properly. Because good lord, this is a mess. I probably need to sort out my room. Well, I did sort out my room actually, a little bit over the weekend. I can show you something actually, something quite interesting that I'm going to be looking into making videos about. So if you want to see that, and Bron's like, thank you for following. He subbed before following. That's an interesting way around doing it. Where do you get a Gromit mug? They kind of appear in random places. We actually saw them at, we went to Center Parks in November, and literally there was just Gromit mugs being sold in like the Center Parks gift shop. So they appear out of nowhere. If you get very lucky, there's a gold one, but that one's too powerful for me right now. Jank is in the spirit of every streamer. True. Yes. The other what's the other things that I need to talk about? Latest video is doing well, so thank you all for watching that. And we're almost at 40k subscribers. I don't know what I'm going to do for 40k, but it's a number that is, like, good. Why jump Marines today? Because I have them in my list. I need to paint them up for the tournament. I don't know, I'm just there, 83. Thank you for following. Hello. So I played another game yesterday as well against Steve. I lost. It was going so well, and it wasn't. I literally underextended this time. He pushed me in, he pushed my shit in, and then I couldn't get out. His list is quite scary, although I feel like both of us are kind of, with the list we have, both of us have weird lists into the other. A lot of his stuff is like bad into Centurions, but also having 2 Rampagers block me in while his dogs do all the work for points is scary. Like, we have like inverse momentum. My list starts very strong, gets weaker over time. His list starts kind of slowly but ramps up, like once he starts bleeding you out. And our dice are always that way around. So my dice always start well and end badly. His dice always start badly and end well. So we're both buffing up our own perfect times, but he usually wins. Yeah, 40k to get all the Warhammers. Hell yeah. If you'd so required, hope you don't mind, I've actually got some lore ideas for Screaming Ravens. Sure, absolutely. I'm always happy to hear ideas for that kind of stuff because I'm not very good at it. At some point I need to actually like combine all of those ideas into a thing. And to get a great unclean one, your thoughts on him? It's a really cool model. It's not a model I'd want because it is like, it's disgusting, but in obviously a correct way. It's disgusting because it's meant to be. But good luck with it. It looks like a fun model to paint. What armors you got? I've got Thousand Suns and Drukhari on my other 2. Going for 40k crossover? Yeah, that is. So there's two projects. I think after the tournament, there's 2 projects I really want to work on. One is One is I want to do a Gundam Knight, Gundam Lancer for the Scream Ravens, but I actually also want to do the Hype Train, Duck Horde. Thank you for subscribing with Prime. With the Hype Train over on Twitch, thank you very much. What I want to do is my Screaming Raven Chapter Master. I want to do the one which is the Centurion that when it dies, a winged guy comes out. And I want to make the model like partway through that, so he's like his wings are unfurling as he's jumping out of Centurion suit, which will be a lot of fun. No idea how I'm going to do it. I hope so. Hope I can manage that. Use 20 Death Company jumpers first time over the weekend in local league. They do a lot of damage. Yeah. The thing I need to use these guys for is points. I'm not using them properly for points. Currently waiting for the Krieg to come to Game Store. Nice. They were formed a year day after Primarch Corvus returned into Ravenspire to slay more traitors in... Oh, wait for you. None of quest state a logo. Yeah, when the others win over more. So... I'll wait for the whole thing to come through because I'm reading it in parts. Then I'll go back and read it. First time catching a live sup. Hello! My centers have never performed even when I give them deep strike with Ventress. Probably the most disappointing unit I own. Really? My Centurions are by far my best unit. They are my linchpin. Even without Yuri or Ventress, I win or lose based entirely on if I can get momentum for my jumping them around the board. Even without deep strike, just putting them in strategic reserves and putting them on a board edge because I want to be far away. The games I win, so like a game that I fought against Chat, I didn't do it as much, but they definitely still powered up. The game against a friend of mine, Beanie, who played Grey Knights, literally it was like jump, kill, jump, kill, jump, kill, and they're amazing. Centurions are aggressors. I prefer one with more firepower. I prefer Centurions to aggressors, but that's because I'm me and there's no cure. Mr. Zenemig, thank you for following. Alright, I think that's the whole thing. Let's have a look. Body Scream, Raven Screamers. Raven Guards test chapter. They were formed a year and day after Primarch for the college beyond the Raven Spire to slay more traitors in unknown quest state and Logar. When he uttered the words, never more certain contingent of his former Raven Guard warriors had grown to love of private daily. In either ways, but when Chorus had fled, they didn't know what to do with themselves. Chorus was the father protector, pride, or of their father. Thus, they issued their stealthy ways, adopting untethered wild color scheme, set up by their father. Hoping Chris Harrington would notice them. This too is why they scream. Ah. So that's alright. That's not a bad idea. So, one thing I want to do with the Screaming Ravens is kind of like have it so there is a lot more community stuff. There's some stuff which is there's some lore which is kind of already, I guess, established. So the reason they scream, for example, is actually a defect. They can't not scream. It's a gene seed thing. So they have to scream. They like ear-splittingly loud every time they try and talk. So when they're not in combat, they use sign language. But I do like the idea, like, this is the thing with the Screaming Ravens. I like the idea of, like, if you like that idea, it's a cool idea, you can have your own little, like, squad of Screaming Ravens that do that. Thoughts on Imperial Fists? They're pretty cool. Yellow, and, yeah. I can make my own Space Marine custom capture inspired by the Byzantine Empire. Yeah, I mentioned about the 40k. I don't know what I'm going to do. If you have any ideas what I should do at 40k, let me know. Because I'm close. I'm close. If I can get it by the end of the month, that'd be pretty cool. Although it's going to be tricky because obviously I get more subscribers when I make videos, and making videos is like, let me give you the lowdown on kind of video releases. Then we'll get into some painting. So there should be a video out this week. Next week there may not be. There'll be less streams in fact, there'll be no streams next week because I'm away. Well, I'm not available most of that week. The week after should be a video, but on the Friday, that's the tournament, and then I'm away again for like another week. So there's going to be some breakup in there. But when I get back from that, so middle of March-ish, there will be another paint jam. We haven't had a paint jam in months, and I think we've almost, like, over doubled the community since the last paint jam, so that'd be fun. And yeah, we'll work it out from there. Buy a Titan for you. I would not buy a Titan. That sounds horrible. Maybe I'm just bad at the game I held. Blasters have always performed. Yeah, yeah. I don't think Centurions are a weird one. I do really well with them, but I base my entire list around the Centurions. Like, my list kind of is all about that. So if they're kind of like there and you're not using them to their full potential, if you're not giving them your full attention, they could be worse. Buy a knight. Buy a Titan, buy a knight. Just buy something smaller and smaller and smaller. How many minis do you get prime per spray can? I don't know, actually. To be honest, I've not spray can undercoated anything in a long time. I use my airbrush for it. No idea. No, don't apologize. Like, I love hearing ideas because it, like, one, I like hearing people's creativity. Two, it's interesting to hear like people's interpretation of it. And three, unless you were like going through every single video and checking and all the streams where I've mentioned it, you probably wouldn't have known that. Which is why I'm want to make this supplement eventually. Happy birthday, Paul. It's not my birthday. It's Gromit's birthday, but thank you. Your birthday was yesterday. My brother's birthday was yesterday, actually. So happy birthday to you and my brother. I got Murderfang and some Frisian wolves. Hell yeah, that sounds cool. Buy a single washer in the dark. I did Warlord Titan. It was a major product. I don't think I want one. So their relationship with the orcs as well. That's even longer. There was a, I think the AI mentioned something about that at one point. They are kind of mercenarial, I guess. New Paul law required. Paul has a brother. I do. Nightlands. Yeah, I want to say Nightlands for the Scream Ravens, but I want to do a Gunpla one if I can. How did you obtain your Jump Marines? It was, I bought the, was it a Christmas box? Was it the, I'm turning around looking at my big collection of boxes and trying to work out which one it was. It was the one that had the Jump Intercessors, the bikes, and the ATV. I think it was a Christmas box. I see live. I saw your channel since I got into this freshly with you. So, hell yeah, welcome in. Right, let's go to the table. Let's go to the desk. You can see what we're working with here. This is my Jank setup. I have a, if you haven't seen my hands before, there they are. All bony and hairy and horrible. This is a webcam hanging on this light. I will probably knock it. I will probably move things out of the way. Things are all going to go wrong. But we'll have some fun. And obviously, if you are painting along, or you're doing any sort of hobbying, then I'm happy to be here giving you something to listen to. Want to chat about anything, let me know. I'll try and read chat as much as I can. Obviously, I can't promise I'll be able to read every message because I can't exactly look up at the screen constantly. But I'll try and answer as much as I can. If you really want to ask a question and want to make sure I do see it, super chats or bit donations there, that'll be TTS, so I'll hear it. Like the stream, because that helps its reach, I think. Subs and members, it's also all good. Gromit. Gromit's birthday, everyone celebrate Gromit's birthday. I think that's all of the standard guff I need to do. Hello, Starfleet Ensign. I'm doing alright, how are you? Yeah, 3 Gromits. Have you considered kit bashing anymore? I've kit bashed a couple. I definitely want to kit bash a Centurion, my Centurion Chapter Master eventually. But you got Barbatus. What's the theme for the jumpies? They are Mario-based themes. So what I've done was Yoshi. This is going to be Mario, hence the pose. What I'm going to do first, I'm just going to go through and do all the silver details just to get them out of the way. So I've done all the black armor on them all. I need to do the silver, which I've done on 2 of them. This is going to be Mario and Luigi, so that the plasma is going to be obviously green and red. And then this is going to be Waluigi and Wario, either way around. And then Yoshi I've got as well. So we're going to do the silver details first, just so I can get them out of the way. There's a fair few of them. And then we'll probably just focus on Mario, because that's what the wheel told me earlier. Working, unfortunately, and slightly ill. That's unfortunate. Sorry to hear that. Is Raven Guard your favourite Legion? Yeah. Either that or 1,000 Tons. Make sure my things are all nice and in order. Yeah, so this is the thing, like, it's nice to be able to paint during the week because this is kind of my job. What do you think about Lord of Change? I think it's cool. I like the Lord of Change. What's your least favourite Legion? I don't know, actually. Because I don't know enough about... God, I'm very much running out of that. I've got, like, 2 really low silvers. He's been shaking, I think. Take the Marines like E100 series of Sonic Adventure. So, my Outriders, which I'm not going to get round to... Sorry. Every time I shake the paint off, it shakes the desk and it's all horrible. Which is why I need to get a better setup. So, you know, you can get, yeah, I need to do like taxi stuff eventually. Probably a medium. I think I was doing this medium. Oh.
Went to Beachhead this weekend, which was my first ever event.
Hell yeah.
Went 2 to 4, had an absolute blast, still recovering lol, watching along whilst I work.
Thank you very much, Britters. Thank you for the 5 minutes. Yeah, a friend of mine actually went to, he played Mesbug. Middle-earth strategy battle game. He went to Beachhead. I might go next time, because it's actually not too far from me. I didn't have time this year, really, because obviously I didn't want to plan it around trying to potentially find a job, so... Tail Battle Sudonia, hell yeah. How about you paint the Marine? Yeah, so, sorry. Making the Marines like E100 series Sonic. My bikers are going to be Sonic themed. I'm going to do the bikes as the color, like Sonic themed bikes. So for each of the characters, like Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Shadow, Rouge, and Robotnik. Maybe do a ATV as the E100. But I haven't really got time to paint them, so I'm swapping them out. I've been like back and forth, second guessing whether I should keep the bikes in or take them out, because they were really good against chat, but I also misused them. And then in making the latest video, I've been like, oh, the bikes are actually really good if I actually use them properly. But then playing against DPS, I was like, well, I don't really need the bikes, and I've got enough jump stuff. One thing I am going to do, I'm actually going to split my Strike Bomb up. So I'm going to have 2 lots of 5 Vanguard Vets. So I'll have a bit more width. I think that might actually work better. Robotnik is a weird choice. I couldn't really think of another character of that ilk. Also, I like Robotnik. Robotnik's a cool guy. I need to remember what I did on these other ones. There in the clips. How have I got silver on my hand there? How have I managed that? It was going to do that. I'm not going to be too precious about this, he says, trying to be as precious as he can on these tiny little gibbles here. Gibbles? That's not a word. Obviously, the less mistakes I can make, the better, but I'll have to do a load of cleanup eventually anyway. There's nothing else on the front. Well, his blade, but we'll come back to that. Any points Screaming Ravens have? Yeah, over 2,000 painted. Probably closer to 3,000 actually. Ever read IDW Sonic comics? No, I haven't. Amy or Silver? Well, I wanted 3 of them to be the heroes and 3 of them to be villains. Silver is cringe, so we ignore him. And as the kids say, Shadow is based, and Silver is cringe, as the kids would say. You can play. Yeah, so that's actually what we're talking about, Tiamat. My Outriders are going to be... So the bikes for my Outriders are going to be Sonic themed, and then the riders will be like standard Screaming Raven. But it's kind of cool. Do you like the Sonic film? I really like the Sonic films actually. I think they're really fun. I'm a big Jim Carrey fan. But since as a kid, I really like Jim Carrey. I like his very over the top slapstick humor. You kind of see it in the videos, I guess. I do a lot of like over the top slapstick. I love kind of that kind of slapstick kind of comedy. Jim Carrey is very, very good at it. And when they started, like, obviously they tried to do stuff with the human characters. They tried to make them like relevant, and I'm glad that they're becoming less and less relevant. Like the whatever Sonic's adoptive parents, like there was so much less of them, and so much more of the stuff people want to see, which is Sonic. But yeah, I think. They're not high cinema, are they? They're not absolute cinema. But they are entertaining. They don't need exactly like a, you know... What's your opinion on Death Guard? I like Death Guard. I think they're very cool. They're one of the most cohesive armies in the game, I think. Like, in terms of... all of their units just work so well together. Like, there's not a bad looking unit, and probably not a bad playing unit in the list. There probably is. Morty could do with it fixing, but the fact that Mortarian's 300 points is a problem. Not because I think that's too low. It's too low, but not that. I'm not saying it's too low for like oh, it needs to be nerfed. I'm saying if you're Primarch on the same level as Magnus and Magnus and Angron needs to be cheaper than the Lion and Rowboat Gullyman, then you need to stop nerfing, you need to stop buffing the points and fix him so he is on the same level as the others. Because right now, he is not. I watched Abbott Costello. I watched a little bit of Abbott Costello. I love Who's On First. I watched a lot of because my granddad had a lot of Laurel Hardy videos actually. Like my dad watched Monty Python a lot, and like stuff like Airplane and those kind of spoof films. Those are all fantastic. Think I do Terminators in the future? I do have some Terminators from the Leviathan box. I don't know what to do with them, but yeah, I've not really found like they don't fit into my list very well. Yeah, I have them from Leviathan. We'll come back to do that later. So for these ones, I'm doing this one shoulder. I'm doing the trim as silver. So normal Screaming Raven rules are black and silver, black with silver trim and silver like details. This does not seem watered down enough. Also, I'm having a much easier time controlling it, so... It definitely doesn't look... the most correct, but... also going on easier. That either I've always been wrong, or I'm wrong now, but I'm actually having an easier time with being wrong. Mini painting, am I right? You can't win. I don't know what the second part of that sentence was going to be. You just can't win, I think is the takeaway lesson. Obviously underneath. The librarian called him Tim. Thank you for making these videos and streams. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out, Ruined. It is quite funny. I've always been like hesitant to do kind of stream highlight videos because I'm like, they not that they seem like low effort, but it's like obviously I do a lot more like scripted stuff, which I find more interesting as well. Not that I didn't find making the stream highlight video interesting or fun. It was still good. But it's just very funny to me that that video has, like, literally... it's nearly, like, 80,000 views. It's, like, twice as fast-growing as every other video has ever been. With Blade Driven Evil Squad Terminators be super aggressive and overextend, but charge on turn 1. Yeah, so I do that, but with Blade Guard. Wait, are you streaming on YouTube and Twitch at the same time? Yes. Because I'm magic, probably. I don't know. What's the theme for these guys? This is Mario theme. So this is yeah, Mario, Luigi, Waluigi, Wario, and then I've got Yoshi already done. I missed anything. Oh yeah, there's like little belt buckles. He's got little feet buckles down here. We need to do in the arm crevices as well. Where's the other one? There it is. Come back for them. I'll come and do that. Oh yeah. Bit of a leg crev. Apologies if you can't see what I'm doing. I'm basically painting like the undersuit. And then here's one crev in his arm. Ah, first name, last name. Thank you for following over on Twitch. Good name. Good first and last name. Couple of years. Thanks, just fun. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the kind words. This guy isn't Luigi. That guy's Luigi. You can't see him. The two with the plasma pistols will be Mario and Luigi. So I can do their blow. When's the next Gundam? I will have a because I'm going to need to do a quicker video at some point. I'm probably going to make a stream highlight out of the, if you remember, the 30-minute mission. Not technically like Gundam Gunpla, but 30-minute mission stream. I'll probably make a video out of that at some point. It's nice to be able to have those in the back pocket and not... obviously, they might not do as well. They might do badly, but whatever. But also means some ideas I've got for videos I don't have to do as videos on my own. I can stream it and then make highlights out of it. So, there's a couple of ideas for like tier list stream that I can do and then I can make videos out of, which would be nice. Get more 30-minute mix, but yeah, I need to get in on that. I think it's just... yeah, I'm just doing the blades at the moment. We'll come back and figure out what we're doing with the rest of it. And Gus the Hut, thank you for following over on Twitch. Welcome in. Someone asked a question on Twitch. I'll get back to you in a moment. I saw you asked a question. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just forgetting that you asked a question. But the older jump packs are the new. I like the tactical wings. But I like Centurion, so my opinions are the best. And you're wrong. What's the easiest way to do this? Probably not like this, but this is how it's... You know what? It's probably easier to take him out of the thing. Is Luigi going to be popping off characters you don't like? Well, he's going to be popping off the things that I point him at, hopefully. Yeah, I imagine if I'm doing this kind of like crossover, I'm probably not in the best position to paint what I need to paint. But I got it, so... Italian Toast, thank you for following. And hello, what's up? Make the sword really bloody. I probably... The sword for Yoshi is pink, so it's his tongue. I think that was Lekman's... Was it Lekman's idea? Someone's idea to do that. Sorry I missed out on the chat game. No worries. Oh, I hope you're... Glad you're feeling better. Working on a chair and desk for my Matthew Boss Patreon. Hell yeah. Yeah, no worries about missing. Obviously, if you really can't help that, can you? I'm glad you're feeling better. You're in Spanish class right now. I don't know any Spanish, so listening to my stream is probably not going to help you learn. I know uno más. That's about it. Which I think is Spanish. If it's not Spanish, I made it ask myself. Someone asked about Pacific Rim. I didn't. I wasn't that big on the film. I haven't seen the second one. How long is this stream? As long as I am streaming, which is not helpful. And probably, I usually finish around 5, so in about 3 hours. Paul is bad at Spanish? Yeah, well, Paul never learned Spanish. And Paul's bad at languages anyway. Paul is bad at getting this thing in the thing. Limited to no one. Or to noon. Thank you for following over on Twitch. Lot of Twitch people. Hello, Twitch people. You're actually catching up to the number of people on YouTube. Right, so we're going to do the last one here, and then we'll go and actually do something more interesting. So, I tried painting the other day, actually. I think it was, when would it have been? Was it Friday? Was it last... It was a little while ago that I tried doing some painting, and I just did not... No, it wouldn't have been Friday. It might have been, Tuesday, like last Tuesday or something. And limited to no one. Thank you for subscribing to Prime. Thank you very much. Yeah, I saw about Combat Patrol magazine coming to the US. That's cool as hell. One thing I'm going to do this stream is every so often we're going to all, if we're sitting at our desk or whatever, even if you're in class, we're all going to stand up, we're going to do a stretch, we're going to take some drink, because that's one thing that I know I've not been doing well, because I've not been sleeping very well. I had the weirdest, like, morning yesterday. I don't know if you guys have it as well, but I will have dreams where I will wake up and then have to wake up again in a dream over, like, repeatedly. There was one point yesterday morning where I woke up in a dream on the wrong side of the bed and then immediately woke up for real on my side of the bed, so it felt like my entire body, like, teleported, like, 30 centimeters to the left, and it weirded the hell out of me. Hey, hello, Sevlux, how's it going? Are you a VTuber? No, this is what I look like for real. This is a camera with a green screen. I'm both a VTuber and sarcastic. Got him. But you see Paul's hands, I know, right? They're horrible and like really just thin and gangly. They're also really big, like, and spindly. I have weird hands. How do you use your plasma? No matter where Luigi will be green. I've tried several different times to do plasma. I've never done it right. That's something I'm going to try and learn on these models, is doing plasma properly, because I've never been good at it. So I want to actually take my time and learn it this time. Love your content, thank you. Why do you keep getting smaller? Oh, that's, yeah. If I'm leaning down here, there you go. I will sometimes be out of view of the camera. Every time small fall happens, though, people get really excited, so... if you'd like to see small Paul, like the stream or something, I don't know. Do all the things that make me... Oh, fuck. That's a big mistake. I might actually give this brush a wash. I think it's gone a bit... You should do a Bowser Dreadnought? That's actually a good idea. I like that. Yeah, totally normal normality. I've heard that, and I've heard similar idea, but with like glazing essentially. You kind of glaze progressively lighter and then progressively darker. You magnetize many models? I magnetize the bases. I don't magnetize many. I magnetize vehicle weapons usually. If I need to magnetize anything. In saying that though, pro tip: dreadnoughts, like Redemptor dreadnoughts, do not need to be magnetized. Where you would normally put a magnet in, you basically take the little pin, little nub off the kind of circle bit where you would then put the gun on. That's tight enough that you don't need a magnet. You can just do it with friction, which is way nicer. So yeah, I made a bit of a... I can't say there's a bit of a mess there. It's kind of hidden, but we'll have to clean that up later. Oh, I missed some bits on the previous model, actually, I've realised. I'll have to go back to that one in a sec. Ooh. I need more paint. Yeah, so basically do what you would normally do when you go to magnetize it. Do what you would normally expect to do. But then rather than put a magnet in there, it does just work with friction. But I don't... Like, people magnetize, like, all of their, like, troops. Sod that. That's far too much effort. Oh yeah, like take the best way to ruin your perception of how well you've done a mini is to take a picture of it. Really, like you'll see, it'll amplify all the mistakes. Despite the fact you'll never look at the mini that close, it's always just like, oh, for God's sake, now I know it's there. Ragnar Steiner, thank you for subscribing with Prime. A lot of Prime today, thank you very much. That's money in the old pocket. Take my Amazon money, thank you. So recall the T says Scream Ravens, not yet. And Tank Hamster, thank you for following. And Fox9 Gaming. We got everyone in today. feel. I said that doesn't feel, and I didn't continue that sentence. I was going to say it doesn't feel quite correct, the paint consistency, but I think I've got it now. You inspired me to find against some Centurions? Hell yeah. You see, the more people buy Centurions, the less likely they're going to go into Legends, so... Because then GW knows what happens if they go into Legends. I will find them. I will find you. Even though I don't mind playing with Legends, and Tabletop Tactics Tournament allows Legends, and... But it's the principle, damn it. Love your content. So glad I couldn't shoot him out and catch you live. Hell yeah. Welcome in. Would a Primary Centurion be a Marine inside a Centurion suit, inside a bigger Centurion suit? Yes. I was trying to think of a funnier answer, but no, the answer is just yes. It just gets more and more, like, layers deep. Done all that. Yes, so this is the bit I missed on the other one. I want to go around these areas here as well. Silver? I'm still small. Have I been small this long? Is it frozen? Hello? Oh, there we go. I thought I was going to be stuck small forever. Oof. I can't give you all this free... Oh, okay, I'm back to full. I was going to say, I can't give you all this free small Paul. Apparently I can, because I'm straight back to small Paul. Come on. Maybe I shifted over a bit wrong. Nope, there we go again. Do all in here. That went there. That went there. Need a bit more paint. Redeemable portable. Yeah, that was one thing I was thinking, like having some sort of like... The problem is making it small on purpose is kind of a pain in the ass. Like doing it by accident is fun. What else went off stream? Probably. Usually this is like either watch a stream or YouTube videos, or if I need to catch up on like. If I fall behind on something like AEW, I will watch that and catch up. Usually. Reminding me, I do need to actually... I'm a few episodes behind on AEW, so... I need to catch up. But we'll do it eventually. Where will we at? Right here. You supposed to affect more? Oh, great. That's good news. So your favorite Space Marine chapter? Either Thousands... Like, well, Space Marine chapter, I guess it's Raven Guard. Or my own, The Screaming Ravens. Any bands or musicians you currently listen to? My music tastes have not really grown. Like, on Spotify's... Oh, bloody thing. It's not even finding me there. I need to readjust it. On Spotify's, what do you call it? Rap. I think there was 2 songs that released in 2024 that I actually listened to. I mostly listen to power metal. I'm listening to a lot of Pentacle at the moment. I listen to a lot of Richard EB. He does a lot of metal game covers. And I fucked that up massively. What else? And Snart Antarctica, Dragon Force, Blind Guardian, that kind of stuff. Are you gonna try Slapshot? I've done some kind of Slapshot-esque stuff in the past. Like my Blade Guard are kind of Slapshoppy. I'm not very good at dry brushing those, is my issue. So I always have to kind of go around and clean it up anyway. And I kind of like edge hiding sometimes. Right, I need to go back to this guy and just do the backpack parts I missed, and then we'll move on. I can't tell if that's... Okay, it's not mine. I'm back still in class. I'm just checking I'm not dropping any frames. So literally just before the stream started, my internet went down briefly, but it was, I think it was my end. My router just decided to fuck up. But a quick restart, turn it off and on again. It's all good. Where's the next match against Steve? I don't think we're going to get another match in before the tournament. We had one yesterday. Yeah, and we're now kind of both busy. So it could be at the tournament. It could not. We didn't fight each other at the last tournament. I really don't want to fight him at the tournament. So I feel like it's one of my more difficult opponents. Chaos Knights, or just Knights in general, I guess. Did you overextend? No, I actually underextended. He basically, because he has 2 rampages in his list, he basically threw 2 rampages at me with advance and charge turn 1 on his. Kind of blocked me in, so I couldn't really make any progress. I managed to get rid of them pretty quick, but then at that point he'd already scored too much, and then he was just whittling me down and keeping me locked in. I didn't have enough to kind of fight back. Which is kind of where we're at. But then all of the stuff that he... It's kind of a weird thing. I don't know what it is. Right, so we're done with silver. I'm going to close that up for a sec. Right. I need to stand up. and stretch. So I recommend you all do the same. Stand up, have a stretch, and hydrate. I'm actually gonna stand up. I'm gonna look like my neck is broken. I need to fully stretch. Take some drink. Nice ASMR drink there. I've gone small immediately. That means you know it's good. While you're stretching and having a drink, like the stream. Yeah, that's right. That's how I get you. Ugh. Pulled a muscle in the shoulder, that was unfortunate. Shouldn't have stretched so hard. Always interesting someone explaining matches. I've never played a game of 40k. Well, that's probably why those videos I make are popular. that's the video. I've got a video, not for the game yesterday, but the game last week, couple of weeks ago now. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the game yesterday. Basically, a ventriloquist in digital form. Let's stop arguing about meta and that. You don't need to argue about inane shit. They don't need to antagonize each other. Keep it comfy. Yeah, the game yesterday was essentially a case of I got off to a good start, but because he has so much like war dog stuff in the back that I can't really deal with whilst I'm locked in. He also managed to get onto my Devastator Centurions, which is the things that would be able to deal with him. Slowly worked on that, and they kept failing battle shock, so I couldn't use any stratagems on them, which is really annoying. We're arguing about legends. Well, stop it. I mean, here's my opinion on legends. It makes some sense because if a model is old and difficult to kind of sort out, like stuff gets rotated out of all sorts of games all the time. You can still use legends, just obviously not at tournaments, but most people don't go to tournaments, so who cares? You can't fight here. This is the war room. The image has come along, just 3D printed a proxy for Fyodor Kazmarov. So I'm not far running around a glorified mobile scooter, just didn't do it for me. Go well. We're about to move on to some actually more interesting things, which is going to be this. Why are there so many people in class right now? Come on. Pay attention to whatever you're learning, unless you're learning something boring, in which case don't bother. Just, you know, ignore that and become a YouTuber or something. Yeah. You might have a decent career, but at any point, you know, you could just be made redundant and have to suddenly try and do this shit. So if you want me to be able to continue doing this shit, subscribe and members and super chats and likes and all that stuff that stops me going insane. Why is it whenever I say that, Nightbot immediately says the same thing? It's not actually, like, planned around that. I think I must just time... Just my natural timing to be a degenerate seems to be around the same time as Nightbot. Right, so... This is going to be Mario themed. So, let me go grab Yoshi, so we can have a comparison. One sec. I'm going into town on Saturdays to get more basing material because I'm running out of base stuff. So, this is Yoshi. Obviously, the shoulder is Yoshi themed. Yoshi color on the head. Kind of his saddle backpacky thing. I tried to do some weathering. It kind of just looks like I made a mess instead. And his boots and little belt buckle there as well. I'm kind of going to do a similar thing for Mario. So obviously, the shoulder is probably going to be blue trim with red. I'm not going to try and freehand anything. That sounds like a pain in the ass. Gun. Obviously, that's going to be the kind of orange glow for his flamer. What I can do whilst we think about it, I can go around and do all the leather bits, because that's the colour. Yeah, not exactly detailed there, but it looks alright. Yeah, sponging on would be good, would be better. Hey, Kikoskia. Stripping down and fixed up a second-hand scout bike. Hell yeah. Another video you did about playing with grey models. As supposed for a partner, try games. Spearhead. Nice. Kiko works, man. I'll do. Wario is one of these ones. Probably later. You'd use an M doing card for guard? That's true. Gauge grid, that'd be quite interesting, yeah. So I think I might need to, because I need to go to town on Saturday to get some paints. I'm running out some paints. So I need to sort that out. Let's do the leather whilst we're kind of thinking. All needs to find the colours he uses for leather. There's that one and that one. Hey, I found it quite quick this time. Cell virus, thank you for following. Sorry for the earthquake, I'm shaking the paint. So all the leather bits, basically what I do is I undercoat them with Gawthor Brown, because it's the brown I have. But I just go over with the snake-like leather. This one here, I think used a wash first, so it's a little bit shinier. Isn't great. But on the blade guard, it's a lot better. But we'll do that. Cabalite green. Warp Stone Glow, wash over. Ah, that's interesting. I don't own any of those guys, so I'll have to. I think I own a low amount of greens. Realistically, I probably need to pick some up. I need to pick up some more Black Legion. I need to pick up some more silver. I'll be getting a few paints over the weekend. So I always close my pots between colours just in case I spill. Because with all the stuff everywhere, I'm likely to knock into it. So yeah, we're just going to go over the leather parts, which are little bags. Seems a little bit too thick. Just not too much on the brush. That's better. And it'll be the belt and the gun holster. I mean, I technically could do this on all of them, but also, like, I get bored when I do the same thing over and over. Even though it is only a small amount. I'm going to try to do 2 layers of this just to get a nice colour blocked in. At this rate, it's going to be 1 million sub-channel. I hope, well, that would be good, wouldn't it? Thank you for, saying anything good. The channel has definitely grown a lot quicker in the past 6 months or so, which is excellent news. So thank you again for all the support. Like, it went from, to get to 10,000 subscribers was 11 months. To get to 20,000 subscribers was another 11 months. And in 6 months, I'm almost done 20,000 subscribers. So that's the kind of level of jump we're dealing with. For confirming success on this platform comes at a cost. I have not watched Don't Feed the Muse, no. The thing is, judging by like ad revenue, like you get a couple of videos that are like in the you know, millions. Suddenly you're just like, wow, I don't need to work anymore. Well, not necessarily don't need to work anymore, but it's a lot of dough. So all of these channels that are making like you know, million view videos every week, just from ad revenue alone, they are minted. Especially because a lot of them are a lot longer than my videos, so they're probably going to get even more minted. So obviously, the amount you get from ad revenue is affected by the length of the video, because more ads. Why? Why is that so difficult? Talking about some of them as well. That's very true. That is very true. Well, obviously, if it's a video, if it's like a one-man like operation, then yeah. But I know some of them are obviously many editors and people going into it. Yeah, like at the moment, obviously, all the money I get, I keep for myself. I don't have to share it with anyone. And at the moment, I'm not really planning on hiring an editor or anything. Even though editing is the thing that takes the most time, I also enjoy doing it. I think a lot of YouTubers kind of don't enjoy editing, right? So they avoid doing it by getting an editor and then kind of do the stuff they like. But I actually like editing. And also, it's where I do my drawing, right? That kind of stuff. Big PP Jamal, 7 foot. Wow, that is big. Proud of the boots? Potential. Not a bad idea. I might do it on those, but maybe bronze actually, to kind of keep the metallic flare. Like where I've done the kind of orange for Yoshi's, maybe do like a bronze. Morg53, hello. Thank you for following. I get a lot of follows over on Twitch. Oh, that's a bad thing. But I don't mean it as a bad thing. It's just this, where are y'all coming from? Is it just finding the channels being recommended? I could look at the statistics, but I'm lazy. Nevertheless, thank you. Welcome in. Jesus. Nibs, thank you for becoming a member. Thank you very much. Welcome in. Enjoy all of the benefits, such as making me happy. That's one benefit. And Eagle Echo, thank you for following over on Twitch. I never finished this bit, so it's actually kind of going to be a bit weird. No, I missed a massive bit of silver on one of the models. I'll go back for that later. Not bother doing it now. I've moved on. Got to do the shoulder trim. One of the key parts. Ow. Like that. Might have to clean that up a bit. That's fine. It's always going to need to be cleaned up, so. Yeah, I need to clean up in there, for example. I think that's all the main bits of leather. Cool. Brush. Yeah, I get smaller and bigger constantly. Oh, so it work on Discord? Hell yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. I've said this before, but it's very funny that like, hey, you know, support me, but obviously all the people who watch my videos are all addicted to plastic crack. You ever think you'll have left up all his mediocre stuff? Probably not. There's always going to be something I'm bad at. Yeah, it's snacks. I mean, it gets hungry, right? So of course you're going to want snacks. Right. So obviously there's going to needs to be some red. I'm probably not going to do as much. I'm probably not going to do that much on the backpack, actually. I might keep the backpack fairly simple. But I want to do red on that top stripe there. Red on the shoulder. Red on the belt. Now, what do we do with the fist? So obviously, Mary has white gloves. Also, but also, I don't really want to do white on the fist because that sounds like a pain in the ass. But it would make sense. It could also be like a flamey fist. That's your other option. Discuss it amongst yourselves while I do some other red. I think red is probably the next step. Yeah, red shoulder blue trim is going to be my thought. Yeah, I do have a contrast paint. Yeah, so silver I'll probably do fairly standard, but contrast paint wise, I mean, snake white leather is always really good for anything leather. Green shellfish. Unable to watch Sonic 2 or 3, that's unfortunate. Maybe one day. Let's grab my red of choice, which will be Lefiston. This is so the Mario theme. So this one is Yoshi. This will be Mario. They've got Luigi, Wario, and Waluigi. And then the Judicia is going to be Gromit. Also, it's Gromit's birthday if you haven't already heard. So happy birthday, Gromit. Golden Fist idea, not bad. What theme should I paint your Blade Guard? I don't know. What theme should you paint your Blade Guard? What were your thoughts? You know. Very small. Yeah, from Wallace and Gromit. He's a silent, powerful protagonist. And also the model has no mouth, which makes it even easier. Do I have any idea what Gromit theme means? No, I have no idea. We'll work it out when we get there. Not waste too much paint. Let's get that onto the... A bit more. Oh yeah, like a wrong trousers would be funny. Meta Knight? That's not a bad idea actually. I like that idea. Yeah, something like that, just for the top, and we'll do the shoulder. Go to the belt first, actually, it'll be a bit easier. Yeah, my VTuber model will always look a bit weird. Right, we want to do shoulder. Do we do this? Oh, should I have done the blue first? No, I've committed. Being very careful not to touch the jetpack if I can, although that might be impossible. Yeah, this definitely needs another few coats. That may be too thin. They released another orange box with... Yeah, I feel... Here's the thing. I feel like whatever a Half-Life 3 is will always be disappointing. Given that's why there's only Wario. A bit more of the red. What you'll get is Half-Life 2, Episode 2, Episode 1, Episode 2. And then it will keep kind of extending that way, like version 2.2.2.2.2.2 ad infinitum. Bit of light popped in. We're painting the same mini. Hell yeah! Same loadout as well. Nice. What color is yours? Mine is this color. The more I distract you from painting means I will get further ahead. I see. That's the way to do it. Sabotage other people's painting for literally no reason. That was a bit too much paint, I think, but... Let's drop a little bit of that excess off. I'm just painting the army of your wedding. New challenge for people to start giving £10 right as he's painting so the horrifying pipe noises start. True. There's also more horrible noise, but I don't know if they're more horrible. There's other horrible noises. Other horrible noises are available. For both for like gifting subs and members and donating. So if you want to hear those, give me life, etc., etc. I may have a bit thick, actually. We'll let that dry and then we'll go for another layer. I think the red on top is pretty much there. A little bit of brightening. Okay. Yeah, we'll let that dry, and then we'll give it another blast. What mini fans do you have to start a guard army? I mean, yeah, if people donate like a stupid amount of money. I tried it once. I tried to do one of those goals for like it was like a ridiculous goal to try and get a guard army. Maybe I'll set up a donation. Maybe I'll do this. I won't do it for guard army. I think last time I did like 50 super chats of 10 quid or like 20 quid or higher, but that was obviously not going to happen. Let's go 10 super chats of that. Go for the rest of the stream essentially. Help fund a non-Jank painting stream setup. We're gonna need more now, aren't we? There, I've started a goal. I'll see if that helps. I don't know if it will. Motherfucker sick of building Gunpla. Hell yeah. We'll get to building up. Well, you know, if you're ill, you're ill. You got to take it. As long as you don't like piss about with it. The thing is, I don't want this is why I don't want to set up a PO box either. One, I can't be bothered. Two, people would just send me guard stuff. And three, I looked into it. It's actually really expensive. Like, really expensive to set up a PO box. Like, much more... I don't know if it's much more expensive than I expected, but it's quite expensive. I was going to pick my Hellblasters today, but I've somehow overcome the ADHD and not putting the more fun tasks first. Damn. You're doing it. You know the secrets. Yeah, it looks like one more layer. I wouldn't send you a thing. That's true. The thing is, you would be the one thing, like the one non-Imperial Guard thing. God, you say thank you for the 5.
Guard, you say, die for the Emperor or die trying.
You know not what you've wrought. Well, we'll see. I mean, I set up the goal to say help with the Jank setup, but if enough people do it for guard, who's to say that guard won't happen? It probably won't. Jesus, that's louder than I remember it.
I had to put my money where my mouth is. The money can pay for paint to clean up after this message.
Thank you for the £10, Ian Dot. Thank you very much. I probably should have done that as 10. It's very, very loud.
What about Chaos? They have cookies.
Chaos do have cookies. It's true. Thank you very much for the $5. Nibs, thank you very much. If I do a Chaos Army, I want to do the Chaos Army you guys made. The Ratty Night Lords. They seemed like a lot of fun. Why am I still signing? Come back. Come back. Come back to the light. There you go. Does worse than the guard to paint? Oh yeah, Admech are pretty horrible as well. Wait, how did that one not count? Did I fuck this up? Oh yeah, hang on. No, teal and higher. No, that was right. Why did that one not count? That should be 3. Yeah, teal and higher. Yeah. Weird. First time looking at your stream. Started collecting Warhammer a few months ago, and this live is perfect background shoot to paint my Celestial Lions. Hell yeah! Welcome to the hobby, and good luck with the painting. I mean, if I were to make a guard list, I'd have to do six Dawns, right? Like, there's no... I'd have to be the one, right? Jesus!
As I have said before, if you make a guard army, pop a Gene Stealer head on one for me.
Aris, thank you very much for the £10. Thank you very, very much. Yeah, I guess that's the other thing. I just make them traitor guard, and then they're actually cool. That's the other way of doing it. Thank you very much. Why did that one count? Oh. You said that Dawn was the worst guard model. It is the worst guard model. It's the worst thing ever. But I feel like just for the memes, I have to do it. We'll let that dry and see how it goes. I think we've got pretty good coverage overall. Predators Agmet, their second choice is Chaos Marines. I don't know why they hate their hands. True. Yeah, definitely need to do something for the fist. And then it'll be the glow on the... There would be the other kind of bit of colour. Obviously, then it'll all need to look nice. So there's a few options for the fist. I saw gold, kind of red, white. Favorite Pokemon? Scyther or Haunter. My favorite Pokemon. Yeah, Traitor Guard team. Like, Traitor Guard is just guard, but less. Same. Gold. I'll start a poll. See what people think. Engage with my audience. Hello, audience. I mean, you are being engaged. Do not panic. This color for Mario Jump Intercessor. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Red / flamey. White for glove. Gold for coinage. And if you have any other ideas, yell them out. Engage! Engage, audience! Go, go, go! If you play guard, then you're either running a massive amount of tanks or are in credit card debt. True. I don't want to engage, please have a webcam. No! Engage! Engage with the audience! Where can Twitch do the poll? Yell it out in Twitch chat. I don't think there's a way I can do a poll, is there? No. Oh, actually, that's relatively useful. Yeah, I can't find a way of doing it. So far, it looks like white is definitely winning. Bronzer says 3. But unfortunately, gold is losing. Good about how the Inari base has been dropped. I heard about that. I haven't really looked into it much. What's the red zone controversy? I don't really know. I think there's like one paragraph that said something about it not being like purely magic or something, and everyone got mad. It's the Warhammer lore is a convoluted mess, and I don't really understand it. Do squash Goomba. That's a good idea. I'll probably not have time to do it before the tournament, but it's not a bad idea for after that. Yeah, the two things I have a channel about mainly are both plastic model kits that people like to build that are way too that have just way too overcomplicated laws attached to them. None with no skill. Thank you for the €2. Thank you very much. A bunch of mining plans. That's not what I've like. The paragraph I read basically said that it sang into existence and it's like combines like ore and stuff. I don't know if that necessarily means that they have a mining planet. I think it just means they might have like an ore seed of something. Seed. Which they grow it from, rather than it being like something they'd have to mine. Because they don't have planets, right? Because they're all on spaceships or something. Of course, they changed the season name. I mean, at the end of the day, it's such a, for me at least, it's such a small inconsequential piece of lore that I don't really care that much. Again, I'm not an Eldar player, so maybe if you are an Eldar player, it's like, it's quite damning, but again, I don't really know the lore that much, and I don't know if it affects the gameplay at all. What were we doing? What were we talking about? Gloves. It looks like white is win. Maybe white with a little bit of flame, but end the poll. This makes it a pain in the ass because now I have to do this white. So really, I shouldn't have given you the choice. We're gonna have to work up from grey, realistically. So let's get the greys out. Could be that now the Eldar are so weak compared to that height that they need to mix Wraithbone with other materials. That's the thing. Like, there could be there's plenty of, like. Here's the thing with a lot of, like, you know, with 40k and whatever. Just, you know, make it up. Do whatever you want. Don't like the lore? Do something. Probably don't want to go from Eshin Grey. Fenrisian Grey, that's probably a bit too much. I'm looking for... A lot of my greys are... A lot of my greys might be slightly dry because they're slightly open because of these stupid pots. Where is Mechanicus Grey? Or that's Pallid Witch Flesh. Skull. Korax White. White Skull. That's Eshin Grey again. You sort out your thing because you can't find any paints whenever you need them. Steel. Nope. Nope. Yes! Mechanicus Undergrowth, perfect. So you can see it's a bit, naff. Robo Rob Matteo. Hello. Please never say seed again. Seed. But tell me what to do. Yeah, there's all this caked shit. Oh, that's a... Oh, look at that. Look at that chunk. Oh, kind of satisfying. Waste of paint, but it's satisfying. We probably want to go with a slightly bigger brush because it's quite a big area. We don't want to go too small here. Probably not. Don't even drop in bottles. Just trench them, it's not that hard. I say having spent 8 hours doing it across my home connected. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't want to spend 8 hours putting everything into dropper bottles. That sounds like an absolute pain in the ass. And I'd rather do literally anything else. Does that make me lazy and inefficient? Yes. Am I going to change my ways? No. I am a creature of habit, and that habit is being a lazy bitch. GC was called Gene's sperm. Oof. Big yikes. Is there a Gundam seed as well? Seeds all over the place. There's so many similarities. At least being honest. Yeah, I mean, I'm if anything, I'm at least honest. Like, why do you do this thing? It's because I can't be, because I'm an arsehole and I'm lazy. It's basically the answer. So we're just going to go around, obviously, a couple of thin... Do we need to do multiple thin layers of this? Yeah, probably. We want each layer to be clean. I'm going to make sure we've got some clean Mecha Grey. And then we'll go up to another lighter grey. After that. After that, we'll go to white. And then it'll all look horrible, and we'll fuck it up, and then we'll go, oh, why do we do this? But somewhere along the way, we might actually make it look good. So, look forward to that. Will there be just brand changes if I win the tournament? Probably not. I'll just find something different to be bad at. I mean, I did well in my first tournament. I went 2-1, but obviously, even then, I could at least point to the fact that I was the worst person who went 2-1. So there's always something I can better. Or if I am about to win a tournament or do a really good paint job, I can throw content and then continue to be good at the thing. So there's options. There's always options. Right. That's basically first layer down. Yeah, it's gonna be a nice bit of color, I think. Still waiting for someone to name their chapter master Beta. I am not going to name the Screaming Ravens chapter master Beta. As funny as that would be. You went to Warhammer World of Knockout? Yes, I went last year actually. So somebody's trying to swap Guardians from Ulthway to Bealtan. I feel their pain. Oof. Yeah, I went last year. I would highly recommend it. Even just to go into the gallery museum-y thing. That was really interesting. There's a lot of really cool stuff in there. I'm gonna let that dry. We'll go with another round. What colour do we do after that? Do we go straight? We want a grey. What greys do I have? Grey Seer? Probably. It's also like one of the lighter grey. You know, not Slanesh grey. Where is it? There's Pharisian grey, but that's not the one I'm thinking of. Hawthorn grey is not really that one. That one. Pharisian grey. Wraithbone is another choice. Screaming Skull might work. It's that kind of off-white. I feel like this is going to go too far too fast. We'll try it. Can't stay long. Just want to say enjoyed the content. Thank you very much. Glad you enjoyed the content. Thanks for stopping by and saying hello. What upcoming tournaments do you have? I'm going to the Tabletop Tactics like one-day event at the end of February. One using non-metallic metal looks good. Oh no, I accidentally shot my entire pot of auric flesh on my model. Oh, well. I'll just transfer over to something else. I'll get bad at video games, because I'm bad at those as well. I'm not doing that yet. I don't know why. Can you pick that up? Yeah, my list is like I've been adjusting my list back and forth, and it's kind of finalized. The things I've changed now are my Vanguard vets are going to be in 2 groups of 5, so my strike bomb is going to be less potent. But I felt as though I've never needed the full 10. And I think having another squad that I can deep strike for objectives is going to be more useful. I've swapped the Outriders out for a Ballistus, mostly because I misuse the Outriders, and Abyssal's just another nice like thing, and it's something that the Tech Marine can kind of always be at least nearby, which is nice. And then what else have I changed? I think that's about it. Hi, Fiskos again. Right, I'm getting another. Maybe slightly thinner layer. Just rid of some of that excess. Just to smooth this out. But they look pretty smooth already, to be honest. Around to there. Oh. If I didn't touch anything else. No. Actually quite smooth. There we go. Nice smooth smooth layer there. Have you ever thought about doing community TTS games, or maybe some... community TTS games is something I have been thinking about. I don't know how exactly I'm going to do it. It'll probably be open to, like, members only, but essentially, like, if you're a member, there's, like, a sign-up sheet, but it's not guaranteed. But I don't know how I'm going to really do it, so it's something I'm still thinking about. This is going to be a Mario jump intercessor. It's illegal to lick doorknobs on other planets. True. What? Think it's got a hand white? Maybe. What I might do is essentially when I come to do the once I've done the white, if I do like a gradient of a bit of flame detail as well, I could make the skull gold. That's a good place for a coin. Gold skull. I've got 6,000 Gromit mugs in there. Damn, that's a lot of Gromit mugs. I have infinite Gromit mugs apparently. Don't know why. Yeah, have to be like restricted to members. Probably will have to be like 18 plus as well. Maybe even like older. It will likely be a lottery, yeah. So basically, it'll be you sign up and then it'll be a lottery. My idea is to essentially always play the list of the previous person, so I can get more like try different things, and basically we're just chaining it like that. But I might not. Or it'll be the games are going to be quite silly, like either silly rules or I'll be trying like the Screaming Ravens or all that kind of thing. So there's a few ideas there. 30 plus. You haven't heard because you're streaming. Yeah. It's just quite funny seeing the infinity symbol. Right. While I wait for that to dry, we'll then go in with some Grace here, but I'm going to stand up and stretch. First and last time I trust an airbrush paint that claims it can be used as is. Oh yeah, never trust that. Oh, stretch. Oh, that was my feet if you heard that. Oh, big crack. Not like... Don't take that out of context. Don't clip that. 32 plus just has... Yeah, you have to be older than me. No, you can't be older than me, you can't be younger than me. You have to be exactly my age. If you're not exactly my age, then that's it. Because now I don't have anything... Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, the airbrushes are fickle, Mitress. 50 plus are going to be an early bird special. True. Yeah, there'll probably be something like that. I think maybe... yeah, like a theme would be good as well. That'd be quite fun. There's a few options. Can I play AOS? I mean, I could open it up to AOS as well, eventually. I think AOS is a little bit more, I think it's less supported on TTS at the moment. Why does it sound like FNAF music? I don't know. Big tournament winner fights Paul. I enjoyed the all of chat versus all stream, but it was a bit too chaotic. I want to do some other ideas. Maybe I'll see if I can get like that Dog where it condenses chat into one, like it then kind of summarizes what chat wants to do. That's another idea. Why not paint your Dark Elder? I need to paint these for a tournament, which is why. Oh, nice. I think I got one of them because I needed to get the Skaven models. It was like Storm something, but I needed that to get the Skaven models to play. To use them for your list, as in chat's list. New player, I started Shikari and played like 10 games today. I played the first time as Blood Angels and gosh, they're so much easier. Yeah, Jukari is a very difficult army to pilot. No, it was a mod on TCS. Someone sent it me. Where was it? It was in stream chat, I think. Storm Vault, it was called. Where's the tournament? End of February. I don't know how good this Grace here is. Hopefully it's got some kick to it. Hope everyone hydrated and stretched. If you didn't, then you're only going to have yourself to blame. That's the one thing I do need to start doing, though. I need to get back into the gym. I kind of avoided signing up to a gym or finding a gym because I didn't know what I was going to do with work. I kind of need to get back into the gym. Oh, that's horrible. I need some more mixing. Say it was Tabletop Tactics tournament. Yes, at the TT place. That was the one I went to. Statistically, the video that most of you have watched is the tournament video, seeing as that video has an absurd amount of views. Oh. 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 Well. You might not be using that one, it's dried out. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I think because it's like looks like it's let some air in. That's unfortunate. I need a new one of them. I'll add that to the list. I don't know why I'm putting it back in there. Is Author 1 going to be the same because of that? No, that's actually okay. Oh, but the lid is horrible. Bloody hell. Look at that lid. Look at all that guff around the lid. Also like blue inside. So maybe I have to use that. I could use something off-pieced. Like, honestly, pallid witch flesh, just to get to that kind of lighter, might be fine. I might do that. There's also going to probably be in better nick. So actually, this tournament video done by someone who isn't in the competitive meta. Yeah, I think that was kind of the... That's kind of the channel mantra, right? Is I am not a pro player. I'm just one guy trying to make it in this weird world. I'm not trying. I'm obviously not taking exactly the best list. Deacon of Decadence. I don't think I. Thank you for following. Thank you for following. Do we get a Valentine's Day TTS stream? No, I will be not to be streaming on Valentine's Day. You'll be saddened to learn. When Warhammer collab? I don't know. I mean, I say I don't know as if like I have plans for it. No, I don't. If they ever want to do it, I'll be happy to. I think especially with like bigger channels, it's kind of... I don't feel like I really want to be the one approaching them. Feels a bit like, hey, come hang out with me. But if there's demand for it, I'm sure it might happen. Right. Try not to make a mess of this. He plans to appear on a bat rep? No, not at the moment. But the TT guys, that'll be people I could work with. Well, work with anyone, but that'd be nice to work with because I know where they are. I've been to a couple. Well, been to one of their tournaments. So I'll go to another one. It'd be interesting to know if they actually watch my video, like the TT guys. I mean, it's got 250,000 views. It wouldn't be above the realm's possibility that at least one of them has seen it. I mean, shit, the Spiffing Brit saw it, so... It might be a thing. Ooh, that is, quite the step up. Goes on quite easy though. We can see already how translucent that's going to be, and how you're going to need multiple layers of this. Good colour though. I do like palette witch flash. The bit I'm painting there should actually be silver, so I should stop trying to paint that bit. It's definitely going to get worse before it gets better. Kind of got to trust the process. Afraid immediately for that. Yeah, we'll let that dry and then we'll go over with another coat. Back to work, look, alright. Wouldn't the entire hell being red and the skull white be more like Mario's cap? That's a good point. To be fair, making the skull white makes a lot of sense. The reason I'm doing it this way is just because of how I did Yoshi. Like, I think having the stripes, because it's kind of got to be part one to the other, right? There's like a balance between the thing that I want to, base it off, and also still kind of staying in that Screaming Raven thing. You show the plan incredible, thank you. Yeah, it's one of those things. It was something I struggled with the Vanguard vets. Where I was going too far with the F-Zero theme, and it was going a bit too. There was too much going on. So I'm trying to limit it to stay mostly black with those little pops of color. Yeah, exactly. If it gets too much, it becomes a bit too much the other way. That's one of the worries I have potentially for the bikes. Is the bikes are going to be so bright, only the riders will be dark. I don't know. But obviously, do a lot more cleaning up of this. That's still a little wet, so we'll wait a sec. I do need to get more pallid witch flesh. Screaming Ravens fan and STC. It does seem like the Screaming Ravens are just big fans of the N64. Mostly because I'm a big fan of the N64, let's be honest. Yoshi Shorts looks mint, thank you. Yeah, I'm very happy with that. After kind of not looking at it for a few days. Yeah, so on this one, obviously we'll have blue trim there. And then it'll be the guns as well. We'll need something. Do a squad of one guy that's totally normal, use normal guns and tactics. Yeah, that's the what. I guess there is technically one normal one, which is like pure Screaming Raven theme, but only because it's inverted. Okay, then you read all right, thanks for stopping by, games. And James Williams, thanks for stopping by. Trying to think. This is about, yeah, I'm guessing this is now. What time would this be in the US? Like 9 o'clock? 10 o'clock? I'm guessing this is when people leave for work and school or whatever other things they have to do during the day. Just finished my Grey Knights Dread Knight, not really fitting the kit. Kind of looks like the Sisters Pen engine. I like the Sisters Pen engine. Yeah, it's definitely it's an interesting one, isn't it? I like it, but again, I can see why people don't. I don't know how it is to paint either, so maybe it's an annoying ass model to paint, but it's got some charm for me. Oh, ads have started. I'm so sorry. Ads have started over on Twitch. I would love to not run ads on Twitch. Because I don't run ads on YouTube, and I was kind of running ads on YouTube at the same time as the ones on Twitch, but they make so little, and it just means that viewers go away when I run an ad. The problem with Twitch, if I don't run the ads, then pre-rolls are online, and that means people don't join the stream at all. So I kind of have to play them, so I do apologize. Yeah, despite YouTube's insistence telling me, oh, if you run more ads, you'll get more money. It's like, no, I've seen the amount of ad revenue I get from a YouTube ad on a stream. It's nothing. And on Twitch, in fact, the Twitch ad revenue is also shockingly bad. But it has to be done on Twitch, annoyingly. I think we're almost, I think we just might need one more layer. One more thin layer. We might be good. You can definitely see, like... That's not the smoothest over here. It's definitely a lot better than it was. Obviously, as it dries, it kind of gets more translucent. It's a lot better than it was. Does streaming help with you revenues used to be? Yeah, essentially the way it works is if you were going to be shown an ad, I instead get that kind of money from YouTube Premium. It's usually about 25% of the ad revenue comes from YouTube Premium. How did you your black armor? And hello, mentally ill llama. How's it going? Sorry, I was behind a bit on chat. So the black armor for these guys was basically with the airbrush I did black base coat and then mechanics standard grade, quite a light all over. Then I did this is Basilicum grey contrast paint for the actual armor. On these guys, on this guy, you can kind of see it a bit better. Like, it has a little bit of shine on the edge. You can't see it at all because it's fucking autofocus. If I go grab, whilst we wait for the thing to dry, if I go grab, Get over here. So this blade guard here was done, again, Basilicum grey, but I did go over like a dry brush, kind of almost Zenithal-esque first. So you can see on like the shoes there, it's kind of like an edge highlight that's kind of natural, and on the leg there. It's not, it's subtle. I'll give you that, it's subtle. Like on the tilt shield you can kind of see it. On the helmet at the top. It's kind of a subtleness to it. YouTube has just decided to run out of memory, so I'll look at your words in a sec. God's sake. Sorry. The YouTube is terrible. Now would be a great time to answer. Shut up. How's your day? My day was alright, thank you. How's yours? There you go. Hopefully YouTube's back. But yeah, you can kind of see the there's a subtleness to it. I'm happy with the way this guy came out. But looking at on the actual thing, he looks really shiny. Like, oh, and that's the that's how the leather is going to look. A bit of like extra facing over there. But ignore that. Do I have another example? Back over there. Back I never left. Oh, on my end, YouTube broke. So it might have broken for other people. Like YouTube has a thing where it seems to run out of memory. Right, I think we need one more thin coat to get the main bulk of it. And then maybe we move up to white. I want to try Apothecary white, actually. I've never really given it a go. Because it seems like a weird colour. I want to try it. Can Paul find Apothecary white in his box of tricks? You can. Just look at this. Apothecary white is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. Obviously, it needs a lot of mixing. But I don't know how good it is. Have you ever considered yourself and Steve both doing a painting stream together for the Ultimate Chaos? I mean, we could do. Steve used to stream. A few years ago, Steve used to be a painting streamer. So he has the setup. I don't know why I'm shaking it now. I need to do another coat of this, but you know, gotta keep things moving. Like, also, Rag Barossa. Sorry, I didn't catch your follow. Thank you for following. I don't know if people will be interested in like. So I could probably do some stuff with Steve. Steve's a cool guy. I'm going to the tournament with him, obviously, so I'll play a lot of games with him. But you never hear him. He's there. He might be lurking right now. You never know. He could be in this very room. He could be any one of us. Well, no, he can't. He's only him, but. What time are we going to? It's a Tabletop Tactics 1-day event. Hi, Sleepy Robot. How's it going? It's not red, actually. I just found a red sports car and used that as the picture. But yes, he will be giving us a lift. It is a nice car, but being lanky, it is not easy to get in and out of. I can tell you that for free. As much as I have been going small Paul, I am actually tall. Tallish. A little bit. Needs a bit more smoothing. I think I got a bit too... not watered down. I want to make sure that that is nicely smoothed over, especially on this big bulk at the back. Really make sure that's nice and smooth. Raksharos, thank you for subscribing to Prime, and Arcadia Minis, thank you for following over on Twitch. The fact you haven't been yeeted across the room suggests he's not there at the moment. That's true. He's not currently in this room with me, but he could be in the chat. And he could yeet you. Right, we're done with those. You talked a lot about losing interest in large projects, and I can relate to that feeling. Have you tried Kill Team? I tried Kill Team a while ago. I do like Kill Team. The thing is, a Kill Team, for me, would still be kind of a large project, unless I made each one really individual. It's kind of like, you know... Like, losing interest in a project is annoying, but it's kind of... It's also very, Like, with a kill team, would I lose interest in each model individually towards the end, or will I lose interest in the entire kill team? You know what I mean? I would like to do more kill team, though. Why not a wrestling stream with you and Steve? Yeah, just Steve throws me around for a while. Hey, Denny Player One, how's it going? Yeah, kill team is a good way of doing that. Especially when they're ones that can be converted into 40k. But I've got the Corsairs. The Drukari or Eldari Corsairs. Which I would use for something, I'm sure. Right. That is kind of done. I've missed a massive bit there, I've just seen. Overnight. Yep. We're going to let that dry, and then we'll probably go in with... We'll try this Apothecary White. Going to need a lot of shaking, so I'm going to shake. Shake, shake, shake. Cycle team based on my teacher. That's the paint all done now. Not even close. I'd love it to be all done. We're getting there though. I've got this, and I've got this are 3 more, and I've got my Judicia. Hey Paranux, how's it going? Even just something clean average did not help. Oof. Oh, I passed the last. Sorry to hear that. I may have purchased a 2,000 point Chaos Knight army. That's but you trip and fall and accidentally purchase a 2,000 point Chaos army. I hate it when that happens. I'm about to buy a Brutalis Dreadnought? Hell yeah. Brutalis is a great... I kind of regret how I painted my Brutalis. I wish I'd put more time to it, but I didn't really have time. So I may get another one. Because I kind of want to do Voxar the Boombringer. Which is a Scream Raven character. Dreadnought. But we'll see. Again, it'll go on the list of projects I need to sort out at some point. So many people keep believing Spiky Chaos banana peels everywhere. Damn. Yeah, airbrushes can be really fickle. I've not had too much problems with my airbrush. Obviously, a couple of times it has jammed, but it's been an easy fix. Like, you can still see loads of sediment at the bottom. I need to... Like, it needs to all be kind of one thing, so... Have you seen the following advice from how to win 40k just slap it 3 random paints? I mean, I am waiting to get a gun. Well, I shouldn't say that on YouTube. That, for legal reasons, YouTube, that was a joke. Reported? You can't report me, I'll report you first. Yeah, it's starting to get there. All of this, like, mottled colour needs to go away. Did you do a character in Leviathan Dread? Biggest guns. The biggest one. I do like the Leviathan Dread. That's the one with like all the... I'll report you Infinity +1. Well, good luck with that. If I get infinite reports, then the channel's gone. You owe me a livelihood. So, yeah, just think about that before you hit send on those Infinity +1 reports. We're almost there. This better be worth it. This better be a good paint. We're still letting this dry, I guess, so can't complain too much. Yeah, we need a blue trim. Maybe something on the back. The gun is also going to be important. That's going to be a nice bit of colour. Yeah, I've got a massage gun. Not those kind of quote-unquote back massages. I have an actual massage gun. But it's not in the room and I can't be bothered to go get it. I recently tried Army Painter's paint. Every bottle has some ball bearing. Yeah, I've seen that. But let's try it. Yeah, kind of. If it's a bluish white, I kind of like that. Go in with this. See how it looks. brush, I think. I don't want it to pull too much. I shouldn't go over it again either. That was dumb. Right, we'll let that rest. I've definitely. I'm causing more problems by going over it again, Paul. Stop it. Stop it. Right, stop it. Leave it. If they close your channel, you'll be fine. Plenty of experience managing a card shop. True. And going insane. I can just be an insane card shop salesman. Do you see Super Bowl? I did not watch. I don't know much about the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl. They're all synthetic. Yeah, they're all cheap brushes. I don't have any fancy brushes. About to strip my Outrider at my first spec shop models? Hell yeah. I'm just looking at something on my phone. Hence why I've got this really concerned, concentrated face. Also, should I paint my models to match an old model that will lead the unit or to a higher standard? You could probably match it to the old models, but at a higher standard, like same concept, right? Yeah, you can see I've made a blunder. You can't see, but yeah, it's really unneat there. So I'm gonna have to go over another layer once it's dry. Weird, because yeah, that's not. It's like it's less white than it was before. Obviously, I guess you then want to brighten it back up because this gives you the highlights, right? I don't know. It's a weird concept. It's just the fact that it's called Apothecary White. It just does not look white. I don't know how they expect it to become white. I don't know. Yeah, it's grey. Yeah. I kind of wanted it to be white. What do you think about the city of Cleveland? I've never been. I have no opinions. Because I haven't got Centurions yet. I swear you ordered a box. Well, if you have ordered a box and they haven't delivered, you should follow up immediately and make sure that they get you your Centurions. If you just swear you ordered a box, then you better go order a box right now. Been hunting snacks. Why do you have so many snacks? Where are all these snakes coming from? Use more as a shade. I guess it makes sense. But as a shade, it does look nice, to be fair. But I bet this has applications in other places. I guess by doing it over white, it keeps the white edges. I guess is the idea. Okay, we'll let that do its thing. What time is it for? It is coming up to 4 o'clock. It's 10 to 4. Hate is the correct answer. Yeah, exactly. Like 3 Centurions are good, but having at least 6 is way better. Thought on chips and gravy? I like chips and gravy. Chips and gravy is cool. Still building the Verkar. How do you paint leather? My leather is Gorthor brown and then snakebite leather. Snakebite leather over Gorthor brown. Like that's actually slightly different. The one on my Blade Guard is how I normally do it. Yeah, we'll let that dry completely. It definitely feels like it needs to go with a bit more of a light, something to light it up. Maybe, we'll see. Well, that's happening though. We could probably do the snakebite leather now. Is he the most recent pull meme? I am not. Is it? I'm guessing it's in memes. Let's have a look. Well, maybe I did see it. Oh wait, yeah, I did. I've now seen it. It is a good meme. ZZ Verkar is shit. Zeta Verkar took me 8.5 hours total. Might do a bit more. Yeah, 8.5. That was total over 2 days. There we go. Instant leather. Probably needs to just make sure it doesn't pull too much. Sorry, I've not spoken in like 30 seconds. I'm in concentration mode. Thank you for sticking with. There you go. Instant leather. What's better than one squad of Centurions? Two squads. Exactly. So now you think with Centurion maps. Looking super nice, thank you. So I finished painting the 20 Cadians I need to paint to start working on painting some field ones. I would finish painting what you're working on. The issue will what's happened with me and an issue that I'm having is I don't finish things, and going back to carry them on is difficult, so I have a lot of half-finished stuff, which is kind of annoying, because having to like restart those things is a pain in the ass. Because you're not exactly going to be restarting doing anything like useful. So it's definitely worth going back and finishing what you're currently working on.
I wouldn't be cruel enough to send a super chat while you're using contrast paint.
Thank you very much for the £5. Yeah. Thank you very much. For the £5, thank you. Electric Halo wood. Wow, rude. I'm going to eat breakfast and use your motivation to start a buddy Space Maids. Nice. Yeah, I'll be streaming for anywhere between another 30 to 60 minutes. Thinking any more Dreadnoughts? If so, which one? I'm not thinking of any at the moment. I think if I do get another one, I'll probably get another Brutalis. I'll probably... you see, what I should have done, really, is done the blue trim before the white glove, because now if I get blue on the white, it's a pain in the ass. Well, I guess either way around is a bit of a pain. Guess we'll do the blue. Paul looks in his drawer, expecting colours to meet themselves in. We'll start with Thousand Suns blue. It's not really the right blue, though. I wonder if Cantor blue is more correct. I think it probably is. Another one with a nice bit of glop. Hey Polish Wolf, I'm doing right, how are you? I actually do need the bathroom very, very quickly, so don't go anywhere. But just keep you around. Let me, I know how to keep you guys around. Give you a dance party. Everyone dance. Oh, that was probably too loud. I will be 2 secs. I'm back. Hope you enjoyed that dance. Little dance party. Right. Where were we? Yeah, I think Cantor Blue is probably a better blue. Hello, I'm back. I'm Danny. Pop this open. Oh, if we can. Oh yeah, that's a big old thing. You can grab some paint. Yeah, I have things. I have a Brutalis already. Right? But I do kind of want another one because the first one I'm not happy with how it came out, and I can kind of do more stuff with it. But also, I kind of want to get a another Ballistus because that's gonna be so much easier to bloody build. I hate building dreadnoughts. It's so annoying. But I think that is quite far down the list of things I want to sort out. I'm not really looking to buy anything new right now. I've got so much to be getting on with, I kind of need to make sure I'm not spending money. Unless it's going to help, like, either the channel or is necessary, obviously. Like, you know, bills. No frivolous spending. Also, I need to sort out the stream setup, so anything that would help. Oh god, I'll knock them over. Hello. Currently doing an inventory of my collection, seeing how much it's worth due to having to ship it. Looking less sane the longer I do. Try to get your sister's army done. Yeah, so because I bought a bunch of sisters, like already done sisters, so I'll just use to kind of do the ones I bought. Wouldn't be too bad. We'll start down here. I may have taken this off the camera and I apologise if I have. Slightly on. Very careful in this bit. Do not want to touch that white. So if I not touch the red, that'd also be helpful. So I'm going to go concentration mode. How did I get it on? I'll tell you what, doing this pose specifically has been makes this an absolute pain in the ass. But I'm going to say that's good coverage. How many places did I get it on that I didn't need to? Just one, I think, actually. Oh. There you go. It's quite dark, but it's the right shade, I think. And I think a nice highlight will make that pop. Like, yeah, Nightbot is very, yeah. Yeah, Ballistus is really good. Also, really nice to build. Let's spin around in a wet palette. My wet palette has been good. I still don't know if I'm using it right, though, but, I mean, it seems to work. So, obviously, his eyes need doing, which is going to be another point of colour. The next major bit is probably going to be his gun. To be fair, actually, that white has come out. Obviously, it's a little bit blotchy. But with a bit of cleanup, that's actually not going to look too bad. Or especially if I do some sort of, like, flame fist, it actually will come out alright. I think we're almost done with Mario, really. Obviously, there's a lot of, like, details, like edge highlights and stuff that I want to get done. I'm not going to go too deep into it. I definitely want to highlight the shoulder pad, just to bring that blue out a little bit. Obviously, I need to shade the I need to shade a lot of things, like shoulders. I need to shade the silver. I need to do a bit more on the fist, but there's stuff to get on with. What's the theme? It's Mario theme, so I'll show you Yoshi. For those who have just come in, this is the Yoshi one. This is currently the Mario one. Yeah, the leather's come out quite nicely. Obviously still needs a bit of cleanup. There's a lot of brown where there shouldn't be. That on there. Shout out a question mark to a flying machine. That's quite funny. Amazing, thank you. Yeah, it's going well so far. I'm happy with it. Yeah, so then we'll have basically imagine this but slightly different colors. This one will be green, green and blue trim. This one will be purple trim with yellow shoulder. Either or. And then this one will be obviously blue trim with purple shoulder. And then you got and then purple on top, yellow on top, green on top. Slightly different green on top, and then red on top. I think they'll fit quite nicely. So what do I want to do next? Good question. I think maybe null oil up the silver. Maybe. But I need to do a bit clean. Maybe I'll do null oil after I've cleaned up, because I don't want to do it straight away. Because there's places with which I need to clean up the black. Maybe I'll focus on the fist. If I go over the fist again with a bit more, maybe with a glaze of something. Maybe it just needs a bit of a glaze, like a, maybe not palette flash, maybe like a. It's like a, maybe a white sky like thin, really thin white scar, maybe. Hello, Mortarian, leader of the 14th. I don't know why I say everyone's full name. But hello, Mortarian, leader of the 14th. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, let's focus on the white. Let's try and get that a bit smoother. Oh, yeah, more screaming boys indeed. I need to do, basically before the tournament, I need to do these, finish these off, and do my Judicia. I am going to give my Judicia a demon skull on the base, because of the chat game, where he almost one-shot a demon prince. Which was very funny, and they survived against it. Ready to sit and base coat my Fulgrim models? Hell yeah. The model, singular. Yeah, I think after the tournament... Dismiss gloss varnishing current white. The current white is apothecary white. I don't know if that'll work. It was pallid witch flesh first. Mixing gloss varnish, really? I have contrast medium. I do have some gloss varnish, but I don't know about doing that. Does that make sense? What's the... Sure, yeah, okay, yeah, numbers, to be fair, unless it's like the 14th, I'm very much, I don't respect numbers. Let's put it that way. Yeah, Poke Droid, what's the logic? Because I actually don't know, if that's a good advice, I actually don't. I have hard coat. I think it's a gloss varnish. Koroks white with gloss varnish to my final layer of white. Oh. So you don't... I don't think it's my numbers. Yeah, numbers don't need respect. My thought was here, I was going to do basically just a very thin down white scar, for example. I think I have Koroks white. I have Koroks white. Koroks white might be better because it kind of matches more. Maybe I'll do Koroks white instead. Might be better than white scar. Maybe I'll use white scar for the edges. It makes a smooth layer, hard coat with gloss varnish, yeah. Guess I could try that. It doesn't make it too shiny though, right? One thing I don't like about gloss varnish is it makes everything quite shiny. What's the ratio? I mean, I'll give it a go. Always happy to learn stuff. Thank you for shaming me to finish my batch painting of 40 Hormigans. Jesus, that's a lot. 1-to-1. All right, I'll give it an old college try. Oh, is this a? That actually might be new paint. So, whoa. Apparently, I've not used this. I must have used it. I don't know. Pick this up. Bit of a check. I have two different brushes here, just so I don't have to pop them back and forth. It looks like it's in better mix. One. There's a little bit more of one there. Just for safety, we're going to close these. Always be safe. It's not... yeah, true. You got to have the gribblers. Gonna do work list stream? Hell yeah. Does it need watering down at all? Or is it just... once it's this, it's fine? Is the hard coat essentially doing the watering for you? It looks like it's the right consistency. Just go home and order some models. Nice. be good to go. Alright, I'll give it a whirl. I do feel like I'm covering over all the Apothecary white. We'll see. Maybe it needs a little bit of water. It seems a little thick. That seems a bit better. What's the theme for these is Mario themed. I'll show you the Yoshi. I might as well just keep the Yoshi over there so people can see it. Yeah, I feel like maybe the first layer was a bit too thick. So I'm going to try and clean that up. I really kind of maybe really water this down a little bit more. So with that consistency, that's actually looking quite smooth now. So we'll let that dry. I think it's basically covered all of the Apothecary Grey, to be fair. I've got to get Apothecary Grey. It's Apothecary White, but it's basically grey. Usually takes a good 2 to 4 layers. Varnish helps with the leveling of the paint. Oh, interesting. Have you seen the cursed AI images of Mario Space Run? I'm not, no. Starting doing airbrush nozzles rock. Oh, no. Yeah, the only reason really that I airbrush inside is because of weather. Obviously, it's been terrible weather. And it's kind of easy. I do very carefully though. We tried Ivy rather than plain white. Yeah, I used a pallid witch flesh to start with. So this has actually come out quite nicely. I'll let this dry. Then I'll give it maybe one more. So it's starting to get a bit thick in some places. Yeah, I always find with white, I always make it too thick in the end. I mean, it's blowing out the bloody white balance, though. It looks alright from far away. And also, I can do some details on it. I can also make it with the fire, so... Terrible in the UK in this comment? I know, right? Crazy. I just finished work for the day. Nice. Technically, this is my job, so I'll finish work when I stop streaming. I've got a bunch of Kree courses at TTT. I mean, I'll take them. If it's not Rogal Dawns, I'm happy. Re-Snake. Or Rice Snake. Thank you very much. Hold on. Mario's a Space Marine, what did you think he would be? I know, Mario's a Space Marine, he'd be Ultramarines, he's a good guy. Or Imperial Fists. Hello, Premium Aviator, how's it going? I do buy a box of airbrush I do like box that everything does with plastic box. That was meant to, yeah. Just stick your hand out the window and do it that way. Crimson Fit. Oh, yeah, it could be Crimson. Any recommends of purple Slaneshi skin tones? Yeah, these ones are probably quite good, right? Not that one. I mean, one of them is called Slanesh Grey, so I mean, you can't go wrong with that. And Warp being grey, they're pretty good. And Resnake, thank you for subbing with Prime. Damn, a lot of Prime subs today. Thank you very much. Would a good guy stomp on any turtle and Gumba he sees? Yeah, if they're fascists, I guess. I don't think the Gumbas and Koopas are fascists, so maybe not. But if it is, thank you. Full video editing you enter a painting competition. That was something I was thinking about at some point. Yeah, I think maybe... Let's try. I'm going to go over one more layer. It's going to be quite thin, I think. I really want to make sure that it's not too thick. It'll cause problems, so... Really get this nice and thin. Not here. Just be careful, like there. Definitely overloading on that thumb, I think. I get some of that off. Move it around a bit. There we go. That's looking pretty good. Thanks for the tip on that one. Actually, it's quite nice. Right, stop, foot simple. Stop. Stop it. Painting on Discord time. Well, it's funny you say that. I do the paint jams. I've done a couple before, and there will be another one in March. Another paint jam. If you haven't seen the paint jams before, because I think there's over twice as many of you since the last paint jam. It's basically a game jam for painting. You have 1 week to paint a model to a certain theme. And you see where that Jank coming from too. So the camera is here, obviously. The kind of... So let's say this is the camera, right? I'm looking essentially that way, past the camera. So I can see everything, and then you're seeing straight down. So there's a gap, essentially. This was the... From a side view, that's the camera looking down. There's a gap. I'm screwing my own head here. Right. This is the camera pointing down. I'm sitting, like, up here. Like, above the camera. Like, here-ish, like, close to the camera here. I can look down this way past the camera. Which is why sometimes I do this and put it off screen, because that's me putting it away, like, to see it a bit easier. It's kind of always why the painting's down here. If I do it over here, I can't see. That's how it is. What flavour of paint jam? Well, you'll find out. But essentially, yeah, it's a paint jam. They've been fun in the past. You get a theme. You have to do something with the theme. Jenkins, how's it going? Yeah, I'm doing well, thank you. A question. What's your chapter about besides screaming and hissing the enemy all at once, despairing? Because I'm interested in your chapter. The kind of main bits of lore are... they have a gene seed... defect, which means they're basically ear splitting it out constantly, so they have sign language outside of battle. They're about kind of like misdirection and all that stuff. So that's why they're kind of bright colors. So it's like little bright specks of stuff. Kind of also like an individuality thing. But yeah, they're very much like, you know, confuse the enemy, hit them and leave before they really understand what's going on. They are a Raven Guard Successor chapter, yeah. What kind of camera to use? This is a Logitech camera. Or is it a Razer one? No, this is a Razer Kio, I think. It's not a very good webcam. It's alright. It works. I definitely want a better one. Yeah, Rackhouse should make sense as well. You subscribe here, just Rob by say, love your channel, currently finishing last boy 20. Hell yeah. Nice one. Thanks for stopping by. But to put a red cone down, it would show my weight. Yeah, so that's the thing. If I move the camera this way too much, you'll see my crotch. Oh, they brought the hobby back. We both watch your videos while painting. Nice. Thank you for watching. I'm glad you both enjoy them. Okay, so doing homebrew chapter reviews. That's an idea. The thing is, I'm not like it. I think for me, I'm probably better at doing more stuff around like mechanics than like lore. Because places like Astartes Anonymous do a lot of like homebrew lore stuff. I'm more like a mechanical kind of guy. So I wouldn't really know, like, I don't think I'd be very good at reviewing and be like, hey, I think your lore is cool or not, because I don't really know much about the lore. Please move camera, please move camera. I'm trying to figure out what kind of actually use. Yeah, I mean, I think any cam works. Obviously, I've got a webcam here for the, I don't know why I pointed at it, as if you could see it. All I'm doing is breaking my VTuber model by blocking the camera. I've got a camera there for the VTuber model, and then I've got this camera here. What I want is a actual good setup, so I have, because the other thing with this webcam is hanging on my light. So this light, obviously, it's a kind of standard like beamish light, which has got a clamps onto the desk, like a stand thing, and then that's the light. And I'd literally just like rest the webcam on the light. So if the webcam falls, I'm fucked. Do I water down my paints on a wet palette? Yeah. So what I really consider what's good about the wet palette is consistency rather than kind of it does the watering down for you. Is your chapter a successor of Raven Guard? Yes. They are a Raven Guard successor chapter. Yeah. Screaming Ravens. So it's Screaming Raven, obviously black with silver trim and silver details is kind of the quote unquote standard for my Screaming Ravens. Then it's got like extra bits which are kind of like the little specks of thing. Oh yeah, like if I do any sort of like review like that, it'll be very open. I could even open it up to like Gunpla and other things. But again, I don't know too much about them. I know some people in the hobby in the homebrew channel on Discord have done like some like Trench Crusade stuff or some other games, but I don't know much about them. I'm happy to look at them, but I won't know much about them. Burrito Mussolini, what a name. Good morning. Well, I guess good afternoon for me, but good morning for you. Now consider building an overhang setup for your camera so it's not between you. Yeah, so I could get another. What I did originally, I had another essentially like desk-mounted thing, but the problem is I've got that'll be 3 desk-mounted things. I need to rearrange my desk. So I kind of need a third monitor. Because I am running out of monitor space when I stream. Having a third monitor would be good, but then also I kind of want to have the graphics tablet I use for drawing for the videos, I also have to keep unplugging and plugging back in. That would be nice to also have. That could be a third monitor if I had a place to like swing it away from me. How big is your pile of shame? It's, I've not got much unbuilt stuff. A lot of it's just unpainted. Where am I from? I'm from England, from the UK. How are you with headcanon story for games or series? Do you like having your own, or do you strictly follow the lore? I don't strictly follow that many lore things. I'm much more of a... Like, the biggest example, I think, is D&D for me. I don't know anything about the base D&D stuff. I make my own world building. I really like world building. For D&D, it's really, really fun. So when I DM'd, it was my own world. So when people are like, oh, you know, orcs have to be like this or whatever, I'm like, I don't know anything about that. I don't know what like orcs are like in D&D or what elves are like in D&D. I'll make my own thing. Yo, play some music to distract the opponent with during games and match your chat. I should do that, shouldn't I? Just start blaring power metal at them. A pile of share is 1 box of blooded kill team. Nice. Yeah, there's some a formal squirrel about to come in through, I think. Thank you for subscribing. Tier 1 subscription, thank you very much. What's the thought of Nids players? Nids are fine, I like Nids. How long have you been into 40k? It's been... I started again in 2021, so coming up to 4 years. I've been doing the channel for coming up to 3 years, which is crazy. Say coming up to 3 years. It's a ways away. September is my anniversary, I guess.
You have given me $5 of entertainment, so why not kick you a few bucks?
Yes, Kenny, thank you very much for the $5. Thank you. I'm glad that my entertainment has given you. You've perceived my entertainment as monetary value. Now no ads for the paint. There you go. Perfect. No, thank you very much. Yeah, I started, 2020, September 2022 was my first upload. I went back and, because I needed to watch, I didn't need to watch, but I needed to find out where I used a certain, like, image. So I went back to watch an old video, and my god, but the old video is terrible. I feel like I found my, kind of my style of voice a lot more now, but... Switch a full mocap suit. What? No, what I will do one day is I will literally just stop using the VTuber model, just have a normal webcam, but just tell you it's a really, really highly detailed VTuber model. Because you won't be able to tell the difference, because I'm a bald, bearded man. So it will look like what you would expect me to look like. But I could just say it's like really like high tech. Listen to yourself while I do work so it keeps me focused. Nice. Make sure I get paid. Alright, if it's so if you do it to get if you're making money and you're making money because I'm helping you concentrate, I require a 50% cut. So send a check as soon as possible. Thank you very much. Get cardboard cutout model just shows him. It would be. I want to do the Sting mask reveal at some point with my like cartoon face lifting and just seeing regular face. Your father loonies, then you'll need to convert them yourself. You know what? That would be funny. Only the old video so wow. Yeah, it's interesting because like even ones from like 6 months ago, I feel like I'm not as animated, not as like well spoken, I guess. Let's do a dream face reveal. I don't know what that means. Yes? Could have done both up. How do you find people to play with if you're scared of people? I guess don't go feet first into playing with them. I guess make friends with people first. Slowly build up to it and then start playing. You need to basically find someone you're not scared of and then play with them. He's very good at sending us MDF carry. That's very true. I'm very good at sending you MDF carry cases from tabletopstronghold.com using code FULL25 for 25% off. I know that because people have told me they actually bought one, which is very cool. It's a cool product, and I'd like supporting the dude. You kick them in the face to prove dominance. True, yeah, that's what I do. He was a master streamer who had a big drama at the real face. Dream is a Minecraft YouTuber who kept his face secret, then people bullied him after his face reveal for being ugly. Oh, that Dream. The guy who cheated at speedruns. That's all I know about him is he cheated at a speedrun. That's literally all I know about him. But it's one of those things where like I hear about these YouTubers and it's like they have millions and millions of subscribers. I've never heard of them. Like, who are these people? I must be old. Well, I am old. Paul explains his homebrew D&D aesthetic episode. I had some D&D ideas in the pipeline. The problem is I haven't DM'd in so long. Hype train, hell yeah. Another hype train. Jespresso. Thank you for subscribing to the Prime. There it is. Going to wargaming convention. I think I've started. I do want to go to some conventions, yeah. It's mostly been a case of like, not so much. It's not been a case of I haven't really had the time. It's more of a case of I'm not really. It's kind of. I'm not at the time. I'm not really wanted to plan anything like that. But realistically, right, it is kind of for me now. The conventions are kind of like going to a conference, which I never did at my I say proper job, my old job. First goal is build a Gundam Space Marine. That would be cool. Maybe he could be a Titan Scream Raven. That would be cool. Yeah, I do need to do the night thing. Let's play 40k in 2012. Jesus. What are the units around? This is Mario stuff. So this is the Yoshi I've already done. Yar matey. Thank you for following. This is the Mario I'm working on. The white has actually come out really well. It's actually quite smooth. It's a bit... it's a little bit thick. But I think that's just because I do so many layers. I think if I did that from the start, it might be a bit better. Especially from far away. Yeah, pretty good. Also, I need to do something with the grenades as well. We'll work out what that is. Think of the war games. I think after the tournament, there's probably going to be some, looking into other games. Don't know about Trench Crusader Bolt Action. I mean, I'll have a look. I'll look into stuff eventually. I need to think about like video stuff because the problem at the moment is I want to look into a lot of stuff, but it kind of is working around doing the videos. It might be stuff that I do on streams. Oh, sure. Thank you for the 10 fun.
Another payment. Also, LR Redem or Brutalis can get one.
Oh, that's a good question. I'll leave it up to chat. Why did Necros have personality? Why did Marines even get chunkier? Why will guard another face of the guard? Necros having personality is fun, though. I like that. I like Trazin. He's fun. He's a fun guy. Yeah, trying to help the appearance that fits. Yeah, I think so. I think it will. I think especially because I'm going to do... I'm going to try and get some like a flame effect on it. So it's definitely going to help break up the white. Yeah, I need to do the plasma. Well, I might save the plasma glow for when I do the one for Luigi as well. I'm trying to think what else I need to do, really. Obviously, all the little details. There's a lot of little things I need to do, and it's deciding what to do next. So I've probably got time to do one more thing. So 26... Loads of people on Twitch today, hello. It's interesting, but also extremely gross. I don't know how much I'll get into it. That was the thing that I've mentioned this before on stream with Trench Crusade. It's not got the kind of levity that Warhammer has. I feel like it's a bit too serious, but I don't know. I've not looked into it enough, so I need to kind of... I don't want to give you my opinion without really being informed, if you see what I mean. So, Infinite Divine, but yeah, Infinite Divine is one of the few books I've read, and it's very good. I really liked it. Sorry you're late. You better be. How dare you, King Cam? You want to get some land speed in your I've got a storm speeder. I have one. I used it. It's quite good. It's just finding a place to pour it. The image of witch riding. Well, yeah. The thing is, I haven't seen stuff like that. But for what the thing is, it feels like it's very. It feels like it's grimdark for the sake of being grimdark. If you know what I mean. But again, I don't know enough. I haven't looked into it enough. But that was just kind of my take from what the brief look into it I had seen. That was what I thought. I'm wondering if I do. I think I should do the null oil, because that takes a while to dry. So if I do that, that'll be a good place to do. And I'm probably going to try and do some null oil on here as well, just to get that shade into the corner, and then I can brighten it back up. We'll see how this goes. Two to one kit bash, you put wheels in. That is cool. Orcs are fun for that kind of thing. Alright, let's get some liquid liquid skill. Probably a bit more liquid skill. That might be too much liquid skill. Let's do the whole gun. I kind of want to do that as just an experiment, just see what it will look like on the bits where I've done the armor as well. Like, is that going to help with making the armor look less flat? Yeah, so I've done that. And there. Careful around here. Don't really want to get it on the white if I can help it. It definitely helps with a place like that. See there, it's like immediately like fills those gaps in and makes it look not too bad. Like in here as well. Brings the whole thing together. There. There as well. Might do the whole shoulder here just to put out a bit more. Look at that. Look there. And in there. Do it. Just maybe like a flood. That's a good idea actually. Or a cape would be good. Zazel RPG, thank you for following. Over on Twitch. Yeah, I'm going to do the red areas as well. Somehow managed to get a splodge on his top there, that's a bit annoying. Don't know where that's come from. Well. The main thing for doing that is just to get into the crev. I guess we do it on the blue as well. That. A little bit more, I think, to kind of like just get properly into that crev. That's a bit too much, I think. Around. That's darkened kind of everything down. Ready for brightening up later. Have you watched Arcane series? Yes, I loved Arcane. Arcane's great. Yeah, my VTuber model is going to freeze constantly. It's very funny. It's the jankest thing in the world. I love it. Make the furry Mario for Centurions. What happens if you drink paint water? You probably get unwell. I wouldn't recommend it. Also, safe army to start with 40k. Something that would take 2-3 years to collect would be fun to play. Over 2-3 years, I think mostly anything. Like you probably want something with a lot of options, and it I guess it kind of depends on your vibe. You got Burn Hard with White Scars. See, that's the thing. I think if you go in like saying I want to play White Scars specifically, obviously that's going to push you into a lot of bikes. But if you just go in, I want to play Space Marines, then you have a lot more options. So Tyranids is also pretty good. Necrons might be quite good because again, it's quite easy to do stuff with it. There's quite a lot of variety in there. Orcs is good because you can really just kind of go whole, hog wild with orcs. Maybe not by 2,000 White Scars Black as they Legends. I mean, nothing's ever going to be safe from that. It's what you really want. You want an army where going in hard on one specific thing isn't what you do. You want something that can spread over a lot more stuff. Acrylic paint, so it's non-toxic. So that's the thing. It's non-toxic, but not recommended. Hey, Dan, I'm pretty. How's it going? Yeah, it's been a little bit. Yeah, to be fair, go with orcs. Because if anything ever goes to Legends, you could just say it's something else. Because it's all jank. You have Discord? Yes. There should be a link in Twitch's About page. If not, it's on YouTube. Thinking about an Annihilator, Vindicator, Assault, Intercessors, Aggressors. It'll cost me $328. I've been against ones. That sounds like a lot. But I could be wrong. I don't know how much dollars is these days. They're going to do shameless promoting chat. You could do, if you go into the Discord, there's a Your Content page. I think it's probably best not to do shameless promotions in chat, but there's a Your Content thing on the Discord, where you can happily be as shameless as you want. Only I may be shameless promoting here, so only I may go give me money and subscribe and be a member. Only I may do that. £264? It seems like a lot for 2 tanks and 2 things. But then again, there's also the import tax and stuff. Have you ever watched Red Dwarf? Yes, I love Red Dwarf. Babe Captain Red Dwarf. It's got to be Ace Rimmer, right? Don't me a kip, I'll be back for breakfast. Oh, and the Mali, that's a Malice. I read that as at the mall. So I thought you were going to a mall and those were the things you were buying. And a Maliceptor is... That makes sense, I guess. A Red Dwarf theme squad would be quite good, actually. You have to do, I guess, a 4. Brighton, Cat, Lister, and Rimmer. A project you're looking forward to but haven't started? There's a few that I need to... There's a few I need to do. Because the service is true. I really do want. I'd really want to make the Centurion chapter master. That's probably going to be my next big project. After kind of finishing off some painting. That would require me buying... Oh no, another... I've got to buy another box of Centurions that I'm going to not use as Centurions. Because I'm going to have to do a lot of, like, kit bashing stuff with it. And I'm also going to need to find... I'm going to have some jump intercessors I could use. Because I essentially want a specific pose. I need to kind of draw it out. Yeah. I think this is far we got. So, as you can see on this one, it's got the shade and then it's brightened up afterwards. Is it? Did I actually go around and brighten it up afterwards? Oh yeah, I did. You can kind of see it's slightly different. Obviously around here as well on the red, that needs brightening up. But it just gets the kind of shade into the corner. I'm going to be working on these over the weekend. I probably won't stream it. Because I have found when I stream and paint, it's a bit slower. The fist has come out quite nicely. Quite happy with that. But yeah, this weekend kind of is like the only time I really have to do stuff. Next week, I think will be a lot of painting streams if I don't have these finished. I need to do a lot of painting. I'm fast using Templars into the completed project channel. Nice. Yeah, I definitely need to... I want to go through with the grey. Just to make sure that the fingers are a bit more kind of shown. Yeah, everything's kind of darkened down now. Needs a bit of brightening up, but it looks pretty good. Pretty happy with it. Also, a base really helps. This is the one thing that, especially when you have black armor, not having a base makes everything look way darker because obviously it's black into black. Getting a base down helps so much, especially on here. Like you can see, like foot goes into black rock because I haven't paid the rock into base. Like, again, I can show you an example. Obviously, it's a brighter thing in general. But if you go for like the darker side, like just look how much nicer this looks compared to this, just because of that base kind of breaking stuff up. Like if you imagined that base on there, suddenly it just looks... It's got that extra oomph to it. And the only reason I haven't done it is because I ran out of base. So I need to go into the shadows. So if you're in a GW shop in the UK, this weekend early-ish, I guess, I might be in the same one. I'm the bald bearded guy. I could be any of them. No, it works. I can't really hear you. Fair enough. The other thing as well, Peter, is if you just use them as outriders. You don't have, just say they're outriders. Put them on an outrider base. Because the old bikes obviously had no base. If you just put them on an outrider base, they become outriders. That shouldn't be a problem. Saying you're the bald bearded guy in the GW still doesn't narrow it down. Exactly. I can hide in plain sight because no one's gonna know which one I am. The Centurions are table legal, yeah. Centurions aren't legends yet. Centurions are still fine. And it's only table legal really at tournaments. And the tabletop tactics tournaments actually allow legends, which is really nice. So even if they were legends. I love your ring, thank you. It's an engagement ring, technically. This is actually the second one I had because I lost my first one. And I've had this for... This one I've had for 14 years, I think. No, it was weird. I lost the first one, but I only lost it after like 3 years. Yeah, and this one is now 14 years old. It's a very, it's also very loose. I don't know what I'm going to do about a wedding ring. Because I like the fact it's loose, but it does fall off sometimes. Isn't losing an engagement ring a bad omen? I mean, it's not been so far. I mean, My fiance's still with me, and it's been... God, how long have we been engaged? 16 years? Yeah, 2009. March 2009, yeah. Yeah, we've been engaged 16 years. You guys are married. We are getting actually married this year. Shit will get off the pot. That time to my lecture is started. Alright, thanks for filming, Squirrel. We were painting this guy. We're painting some, I'll put them on screen so you can see. Very, it's obviously blown the white balance out. There you go. Either on, I thought you were going to got engaged young. I'm 34. Yeah, so the reason we got engaged is we got engaged when we were 18. The reason we did that is because we were going to separate unis, so we kind of wanted a thing that kind of said, we are committed to this long-distance relationship more than just kind of being boyfriend-girlfriend. And then when we finished uni, we moved in together. We're like, okay, well, you know, we'll sort our jobs, and then we'll, you know, we'll get married, and then we'll get a house and sort out stuff. And then things kind of started, you know, then we had to get a house, and then we got really lazy. And, like, it was one of those things where getting married was, obviously, it's a fairly large financial commitment. We were like, oh, we can push it back another year. We can push it back another year. We can push it back another year. And then it just became one of those things that just kept getting pushed back over and over and over again. You are not 34, you are 20. Oh, shit. I've been rumbled. Oh, yeah. In all but, like, legality, we are married. And it's one of those things, obviously, we've been living together for so long, and we've got, you know, we're basically, you know, been together over half our lives, essentially. So it's one of those things where it kind of became it became the, like, getting married, obviously, having the wedding is really nice. We obviously want to have a nice wedding and invite everyone to celebrate with us, and then, not you guys, obviously, you guys are just chat. You know, the people I actually know. That sounded really rude. You as chat can be one entity that comes to the wedding somehow, probably. I don't know, probably not. Well, obviously, it changes nothing apart from, like, a couple of legal things, but we're so, like, intertwined anyway, so. And she never stopped you from expanding the pie. I mean, this is the thing. By the time I started my pie, we'd have been engaged for over 10 years, so it was too late at that point. Can't believe everyone doesn't include YouTube viewers. Ugh, imagine being in love. I know, right? What are you painting? We were painting this. It's a Mario-themed jump intercessor. Stream the wedding. I'm actually not allowed. At this point, surely common law. That's apparently not a thing. Like, there's like, to do that, you have to kind of sign up to it or something. I don't know. I did stream my wedding via YouTube because it was in June 2020. That's fair. Feel old, Paul. I'm 4 years older than your engagement. Yeah, common law is a thing in Canada. I don't think it's a thing in the UK. Are you painting or talking? I'm talking currently. Because I'm not actually going to do any more painting. Because I do need to go soon. But I'm just chatting. I'll flick over to this. So if you want to see me paint, I'm not painting anymore. If you want to just chat for a bit, I'm chatting. I will eventually go. Living at a certain period of time? Yeah. Hey, so Dragons. What's going on? We're just kind of finishing up. We did pretty well. We got a fair amount done. I'm going to do more over the weekend. The main thing I wanted to get done was actually kind of all the silver detail and the rest of them, which I did, which is quite nice. We got a fair amount done on Marriott. When it's Australian, one day it's normal, and the other day you have 900 family members dropping. 900? Gee, I'm not paying that much. Jesus. We are doing well. Thank you very much. I'm single 5 years. Don't rub my face. I haven't been not just to rub it in your face. I haven't been single since I was 16. I finished 5 Voting Berserks. I just used to base them. Nice. Do you like orcs? I do like orcs. I think orcs are cool. Right. Let's do the kind of official. Any tips for new DM has been a player before? The biggest tip I can give you as a new DM, which you won't follow, you will not follow this advice. You will 100% not follow this advice, but it's advice that every DM will give you. And then you will think you will not fall into this trap, but you will. Whatever you design, whatever puzzle, whatever story, whatever you think or whatever you expect the players to do, they will not. They won't go completely off the rails, but they will not do things the way you expect them to do. So be prepared to ad-lib shit. You will even I don't know if I don't know if you're doing a homebrew thing, if you're doing a modular. If you're doing a modular, it's slightly different. If you're doing a homebrew, then they will not do whatever you do. I got to the point when I was doing DM stuff, I do not come up with solutions. I just come up with problems. Because there's so many, like, different things that your players probably have and the players can do that will make sense or will circumnavigate something. So just let them do it. Don't try and, like, force them into a thing unless you have a really interesting idea, but, like, you gotta just kind of go for it. Glue, glue, glue. Hello. Stop. You don't need to spam. I heard glue the first time. I gave a hint on how to the big bag recruited, and they said, we can use this to pretend we are part of the big bag. Exactly. I'm gonna have to time you out. Where's a timeout? Put in timeout. There you go. There you go. I've timed you out. Don't spam, please. Yeah, so exactly. That will happen. And that's D&D. That's what makes the stories. That's what makes it fun. Instead of just saying it's a hint for, like, the world is visible. Yeah, exactly. Like, at the moment, in the campaign I'm playing in, we are trying to rescue one of the party members' family. They're trapped inside a noble's, like, house or mansion. And, it's like, how do we get in there? Can we sneak in there or whatever? No, we are all going in. I'm going. My goblin girl is going to the party. She managed to get an invite. It's like a noble party. She basically just, like, spoke to a noble in the pub and was like, "Oh, I want to go. Invite me." And he was like, "All right." So she had to go buy a dress and all that. So she's going to a party, essentially. That's how she's getting in. And from there, no idea what's going to happen. Like, it's all going to go. It's all going to go wrong. Goblins are way tougher than you think they are. Oh, yeah, goblins. Oh, if you want to be an arsehole, my other big piece of advice, if you want to be a big arsehole to a low-level group, use the Nilbog. They may have changed it in 2024, but the Nilbog is hilarious. It doesn't do any damage. It just stops them from doing damage. It's really funny. Gentleman Thief Mouse with a rapier. Nice, yeah. Ratpier. Currently trying to get people into Pathfinder or World of Darkness. D&D Monopoly is frustrating. That is one thing. It's very similar with 40k, right? Like, people go, oh, you know, Trench Crusade, Bolt Action, all these other games. But there is a monopoly, and I think the problem is breaking out of that is difficult. And again, because people don't have time to do it, it is hard, right? Tomb of Annihilation, all the D&D, none of the fun. Like D&D, like when we talk about D&D, because people know it so well, it's easy to kind of start a game or teach new people. Having to do that for a new game system is difficult. I think with D&D, the reason I like D&D isn't so much mechanical stuff, it's like the story stuff. And that kind of basically just becomes, okay, D&D is kind of just your extrapolation of making people do roles, which it doesn't, you know, you don't need to take it too seriously. With stuff like Warhammer, it's different, but obviously that's kind of more a price thing. Exactly, right? Like, I after the tournament, Steve and I have talked about doing more AOS. I do like, obviously, Pathfinder 2, I've heard is good. And I've read other game systems. There's some really interesting ones out there. The problem is D&D is just easy, and I know it. So if I want to like if I want to tell a story, D&D is the best way to do it. And I imagine like if you work like if you work and if I like, you know, put time into it and get people to do Pathfinder 2, for example, then it works. But biggest mistake I made was also using monsters of other games that we intended. Yeah. The biggest mistake I've ever made in D&D... I made a couple of big ones. The most recent one I made, which was horrible, was the three session long combat maze. Which I think is... I might do a video on that, because it's very funny. But the thing with, I think, with tabletop RPGs, it's like, there are a lot of really good systems. Like, I've played Call of Cthulhu, it's very fun. But I think when people think of like, you know, fantasy, you know, wizards and spells and that kind of stuff, D&D is just so synonymous, and a lot of people know it. And when you just want to tell a story, having the system get in the way of the story kind of sucks. And D&D is really malleable. That's what I think makes D&D good, or like, it's popular because obviously it's got history, right? That's why it's popular, is because it's the oldest and people have played it the most. But I think what keeps it going is the malleability. And again, maybe Pathfinder 2 is also malleable. I feel like Pathfinder 2, from what I understand, is quite is a lot more like mechanically sound. Like it's a lot more tight. You know, the mechanics are a lot tighter, and a lot deeper. But depending on what kind of D&D you want, D&D is good because it's so malleable, and you can do things quite quickly with it. Like I can knock up a pretty cool monster in D&D, or a pretty cool, you know, encounter in D&D, and fudge a few things here and there. RPG horror stories when you get that stream. I should, yeah. If you have any RPG horror stories, there's a channel in Discord, in the it's under stream chat, stream stuff. There's a TTRPG story time. If you want to put some stories in there, once we get a fair amount, I will do that stream. That'll be fun. To be fair, I called it TTRPG stories. I think I don't think it's even called horror stories. So yeah, so good and bad stories. I'm happy to hear both. Like good stories that are funny are great. The horror stories are usually like things are going wrong. So I've got a couple of real bad stories, like like I said, the 3 session long 9-hour maze combat, which I fucked up. I've also done stuff where and this is why I gave the DM advice. I had an idea for a story that I basically properly railroaded my players into. It did not feel fun for anyone in the end. So I need to retcon some stuff on a very old campaign, but I might not bother. But I mean, put good stories in there as well. Like we've had some real fun stuff. This probably says a lot about me, but we had a really an end to a campaign which was the good ending. Was an international incident, so that's fun. And then I never went back to that. Because I think with a TPK module, I think what you're going into that is it's essentially a Kaizo Mario campaign, right? And for that's fun for some people. Like that's cool. Again, the thing with stuff like Pathfinder and D&D is it's very much. Sorry, I need to take a phone call. Sorry, I'll decline that phone call. Just finishing. So we got over 5 o'clock, so I really should have stopped a while ago. But we were chatting. I do like these yapping chats. Anyway, the yeah, D&D is cool. Anyway, I need to head off. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for chatting. I had a lot of fun today. I'll do the ending screen so we can look at all the cool people. I'll be back tomorrow. 7 p.m. GMT. We're going to do some model reviews. Hooray! Hopefully there'll be a video on Friday as well. So I'll be working on that tomorrow. But thank you very much for watching. I'm actually playing D&D tonight, speaking of D&D. So now I'm going to look forward to it. All right. Thanks, everyone. Hope you had a good day. Have a good rest of your day or wherever you are. And see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.